I already said it, Fidelio.
Oh.
And we're live. Woo!
Woo! All right.
Yeah.
So, since we had a short delay of game this week, we've already done a pretty interesting trivia review with some brief notes. Things like, there was a goblin named Sugar Bomb. You talked him down. You met the world's most nihilistic goblin. You untied them from the bomb. He did not blow up in that regard. You then followed up and dealt with a fire that they had set in order to distract people while the goblins escaped. And the goblin did blow up at that point because he went through the bomb room and rolled a very bad dexterity check. The party slept for a few hours back at the inn, recovering, and were sent a very, very powerful and caffeinated potion in the morning to help them recover a little more quickly. After that, there was a town meeting where Garret and Latham, mostly, with a little bit of Lolly, spoke with the town's leaders and the townsfolk about a good plan for following up with the kidnapping. The Rear Admiral had wanted to immediately wage war. The animator, the wizard of the town, said that no one was focusing on the bigger picture. And as for the Magister Brooke, he was trying to prevent an involuntary militia from going out, and thankfully Garret talked everyone out of that. The party has been agreed for a 7-day period of being able to scout the swamps and go to the Allegiant Nursery, Mirar Talvash, ruins of an ancient empire, in order to see what kidnapped goblin children and how they could possibly get those children back. The party resupplied. Lolly learned how to launch a crossbow. Jyotis got a book, but still learned. Jyotis got a book. Garret revealed some of his education. And after that, the party took off to the swamp. After a few hours of exploring a hot, smelly, stinky, and frankly difficult to trek through area, the party wandered to the safe house point, notated on their map by the Rear Admiral. With the party in good supplies, there was no need to resupply, but Lolly spotted a statue in the distance, one of interest. She scouted it and obtained 2 items. One, a psionic focus, imprinted with words from a Githyanki hero. Another, the twin swords, once used by this hero. As she brought them back, all of you were assaulted by crocodiles, and one albino crocodile. The white snapper got Latham. Lolly managed to convince crocodiles that these were gator-killing swords. And the party had a relatively close-knit combat where there was a lot of grappling going on. There was a fair amount of bites. After this, the party chose to take a short rest, and Garret attempted to help Lolly learn how to use short swords. We began in the swamps. It is approximately 4 p.m. at this time, as it takes at least 2 hours per exploration tile, and with this being difficult terrain, it actually probably should be taking the better part of 4 hours per tile.
You have to catch up. Now I have to run with these 2 swords out in front of me.
You are going to hurt yourself if you do that.
Running with swords.
Gary, how do you hold these?
Normally you have something like my sword belt.
Those are convenient. Are those from the panther skins?
No, And then I point over to Lesterin with the great sword. That is from the Pentaskins.
Oh, okay. Do you just want to hold on to these because I don't know how to use them?
If you prefer.
Yeah, here, and I hand you them to you, Blade, first, because I still don't know how.
I'll take out one of my blades and then I'll hold it pommel out like this.
Okay, and then now I have 3 swords in my hands, and now I'm very...
That was a demonstration.
Why am I holding more swords?
It was just I don't let go of the second sword. It's a demonstration. Yeah.
Okay, here. Alright, here. I'll just put them on the ground and you pick them up.
Okay.
Don't let them sink.
Oh gosh, this ground is gross. Actually, I'll just... Can I just keep holding them? Alright, here.
I'll just gather those up. Okay. Test the balance.
They are perfectly balanced, despite being here for what could well be thousands of years. Those blades are easily the lightest and just best smithed blades you have ever held. They are made to sing on wind. One of them has this odd intrinsic darkness and reddish to orangish glow tinted within its silver. The other has this blue and purple embedded. Each is woven not with the weave of Damascus. It's too foggy for that, but there are speckles of something that could be starlight or potential energy buried within them. Their names call to you as you take them. Astra and Odium. It's the one bit of knowledge you glean from each.
This one casts light, and this one's like darkness.
Interesting. I'll take a few minutes to replace, wrap my standard swords up and put them and see. Jyotis, you have a bag
Yes.
with magical space, correct?
Yes, we can
Can
throw
you
those.
place this inside?
Indeed.
Oh, I could have just put them in his bag.
Well. Yeah,
Yes.
Scary, anyways.
they do.
Need a few minutes to get used to them. Okay. That's
While
enough
Gary gets
time we've
used
used,
to
yes?
them,
What was that, Gary?
Used to them.
I would love it if someone would make a perception check.
Okay.
Will do. 14.
I'm not even gonna bother. I'm focused somewhere else.
Yeah.
Latham is cleaning himself off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's top priority there. You gotta get the swamp. mud
Actually,
off.
could I use...
Lesterin, you hear movement in the distance. It's not close, possibly a half mile to 3/4 of a mile off. Movement to the east. Lolly, you with the 7, you get stung by a mosquito. It just buzzes like right near your face, and you're like, no, go away, go away, go away. Psh. That.
Slap. Ow. That was my ear.
Mm-mm.
Guys, I hear something.
Ooh. Like what?
I don't know.
Way.
Only thing you can tell about it is that it's movement. Beyond that, it's the sound of something moving through some of the wet, sloppy mud. That, like...
It sounds gloopy. Hush, it's a technical term.
It's the gloopy index.
That sounds very technical.
Solid, or is it non-Newtonian fluid? Like, that's how they elaborate.
Gloop.
It's an impressive word.
Don't judge me.
Smartest character Brit has played to date.
I meant from Lolly.
Like,
Like gloopy.
Like swamp. You know,
hey.
Like gloopy. There's no other description for gloopy. It's gloop.
I'm just not picturing it.
Well,
Anyway.
there's movement over
Like
yonder.
cupcake frosting.
Ah,
Thank you, Carrie.
Gary.
Okay.
But with too much water.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, what direction are we going? Let's go save the children. And the copy children. And all children's.
Save all the children.
Yes, we're losing time.
Well, let's switch back to the world map.
Were we going to do short rest at all, or nah?
You did.
Oh, we did already.
House. Sorry, did we go inside the house at all? Lolly did, right?
Yeah,
Lolly
did I
went around
get
the house
these-
to the statue.
Yeah.
Did I get these weapons before or after or during the short rest? Or am I
I'd
not
say
up
at like
to
the beginning of the short rest because Lolly attempted attunement. It did not go well. It was Edward Scissorhands.
Alright. So I'm going to start making some changes if I go quiet for a bit. Please direct me or address me directly if you need something from me.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, currently the party is at that little blue dot. Why is Gary constantly moving back? Don't do that. There we go. Okay. So currently we are in Summer Bella and you are at the little blue dot. That is the safe house.
You are here.
Yes.
Okay, that blue dot, not the other blue dot. Good.
Yes.
The teal colored one. Not the
Yes.
gray teal one.
No. I believe, was it Lolly's turn for a survival check? Because I believe that. I believe that Jyotis had made the last one.
I think I had.
Yes. So navigating in areas like this requires survival checks, and it was discovered that you and Jyotis actually had the highest ones.
19.
Okay. It is easy enough to piece together northward direction. Despite the swamp, you are able to instead follow an instinct that you didn't know was there. Because as the day starts to wane, the swamp begins to get cold. And not frozen cold, but it's more of a chill than it should naturally have. In fact, you'd swear, all of you, over the course of an hour, that the temperature has changed by about 10 degrees too much. Whereas nightfall in a swamp should still be hot and muggy and not truly restful. The air has a crispness to it, like it's approaching that, 65 degrees of Fahrenheit, like that, just too cold to be natural. Yet that instinct serves you well. Over the course of 2 hours, you continue the party's navigation and reach towards the edge of Mirar Talvash. At least you believe you're getting close. I will accept a perception check from either you or Jyotis for the navigation. Oh, and Gary and Latham, would you roll me a d12, each of you?
Okay.
One for the each of you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
12.
9.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 22 for perception.
Okay, very good. So, let's pull up a battle map. Lolly, your keen perception is going to serve you well today.
Yay! Imagine how distracted I'd be if I was.
Because while focusing on going forward and going towards the cold, there's a moment where you just stop because something's wrong. Something's very wrong. And let me load the party onto a map.
You entered a world where all the children are sad.
Yeet.
Sad children, no.
If everyone wouldn't mind, would all of you do me a favor and roll 5d20 rolls and post them in Discord?
D20s, no mods.
No mods. I'll handle that part.
5 d20s?
Yeah, 5d20s.
All right.
Hi.
Nice. I can do it all at once. Oh my god.
Mine are aggressively mediocre. What does that mean?
Wait for the sound.
Those are aggressively mediocre.
That was nice, Dan. Wait for the sound.
Thank you so much for that, by the way.
Oh,
And then Bob's like, well, guess what? These are your new stats now.
You're re-rolling for characters.
All right.
It's like that God rolling stats for people thing that I posted earlier.
Yes. All
We
right.
all
Let's
died.
see.
We're re-rolling our characters and Bob isn't telling us. No.
It's not my job to tell you these things.
It's exactly your job in this particular circumstance.
Okay, no one's dead yet.
nice nat 20 there, Les.
Okay.
Nice job.
Man, those are really mediocre, Brit.
Aggressively mediocre.
Damn. Nothing above a 10.
Good job, Lester, though. Those are some nice rolls.
I know, Lester killed it.
Oh no, I got
Woohoo.
two 13s and a 20. Really good.
Okay, well, let's fill these out.
I mean, Latham did pretty decent too.
Because that 5 is so solid.
Well, the rest are pretty solid.
There's always one.
I got a 3.
I mean, I got a 3,
True,
but
that's true.
I got a 6, but everything else is 10 or better. So
yeah.
Panic.
As long as our low ones aren't all on the same.
Oh,
Position.
no. Like a face mask and matching collar for me and my dog because I'm a total dork like that. And I put it to Etsy. Face mask, harness, collar.
You got what you wanted, but did you want what you got?
I bet that was fun.
mistake, everyone.
You're gonna get bondage advertisements for the next 6 months, you know.
Oh.
Yep.
Sorry, guys, almost done. I'm charting stuff out really quick.
Well, while you do
Gary's-
that, I'm going to tell a stupid story.
Do it.
The other day, I was over at my girlfriend's house for Children's Day, which is Wednesday. We had a nice sushi dinner, but before dinner showed up, we were watching this movie on TV, and the bad guys were Nazis. So, of course, they all had their heads shaved like skinheads do. And Gabby just interjects at one point, "That guy looks like an off-brand Vin Diesel." And I just shrugged and said, "Van Petrol?" And she just stared at me for a second before chuckling and going back to whatever she was doing before. Which is the biggest laugh I've gotten out of her in months, so I'm happy.
Success.
Van Petrol.
Hey,
I was just proud of how quickly that came to me.
Did you ever say what house you'd be, Garret? I don't recall.
Oh, we didn't even do that.
Oh my
Yeah, we
god,
did.
we didn't. So, while you're waiting for me to catch up really quick, let's do one quick thing about your characters. Which house of Hogwarts would your characters be sorted into?
Awful.
Gryffindor.
Slytherin.
Gryffindor.
It would try to put me in Slytherin.
Oh my god, one word.
I would have checked.
Slytherin.
Ravenclaw.
Gotcha.
Ravenclaw.
Too late now.
Oh, you've been sorted. You're in Slytherin.
You knew I had one rule about this. It was one word. All right.
Should legitimately take the test and answer the test as if my character.
I would have said Ravenclaw because he's smart, but then I saw that it says wisdom, and I'm like, nope.
Dump stat.
All right. So, Lolly, your 22 perception
Yeah.
catches something in the air,
Uh-huh.
and you hear this brief, momentary, and then it's gone.
Was that like a bird or? Oh no! Do I know if that's the Snallygaster?
Well, someone rolled a 12. I need initiatives from everyone because no one showered, and a few of you still smell like alcohol.
It loves beer.
Hey guys,
Initiative.
what
Yes.
is this?
Oh, they're not even on it.
I got it too.
Trod.
I'm gonna chalk that up to knowing exactly what that noise is.
Mhm.
Yep. Oh, hey, that killed me once.
That definitely grabbed a hold of me and sucked my life out.
Sick.
I smashed it.
Quite thoroughly.
Yuri got a 15. What's my other people at? Jyotis got an 18. Thumb's at a 14. And Lestrin is going just ahead of Lolly. Wow, I have that almost pre-organized so nicely. Let's activate Bob's dice roller. Roll that dice. Oh yeah.
We're in
Oh,
combat
yeah.
already, guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
There was a thing that happened if someone rolled a 12.
Uh-huh.
Candies and hugs, and the children are safe.
Well, if that's
Something
the
like
case,
that.
let's celebrate me. Hooray
All
for
right.
candy.
All right, we are on the battle map. We are loaded. Initiative roll is done. Jyotis, you get one. You are the. Because of Lolly's quick perception, the party is not surprised.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But you haven't seen it yet.
Oh no.
So, you're round. You know from Lolly's whimper and sudden dynamic shift. And she goes, "Oh, Snellygaster!"
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, we can.
Are we kind of in marching order, like I assume on the map here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of spread out a little bit, just
That's
because
a good idea.
Snallygaster. 1, 2, somewhere's in there, and I'm gonna hold a shot with my repeater.
Okay.
Can someone? Latham looks around and goes,
Whoa!
"You guys know what this is? What is this?"
We killed two of these prior to meeting you on the Getty ZS boat, and a third one got away. We discovered
They're not
Ah.
fun.
Snallygaster. They like beer and people as food.
I mean, but beer. Why just beer? Why not a good cocktail?
I don't know. I mean, I prefer cocktails, but these guys prefer beer.
Well, you
And
know. All right.
It's big.
They are here to drink our beer.
And our blood.
Okay.
Yup.
And dwarves hate them with a passion, typically.
Mhm.
Do they have a taste for demon blood?
They're gonna.
Uh,
All right. Let's roll. So, out of you, there's 5 of you that consumed alcohol the night before, so this should be easy. I'm going to roll a d6.
Delicious.
Perfect. Okay. All right. I know where I'm going. And it's not moving stealthily. Jyotis, you may go ahead and trigger your held action as from the north end of this map, something swoops in, giving this blood-curdling cry where it just does that. It is, to describe this for Latham's sake, this is a giant seagull mixed with albatross that has a horrid amount of tentacles spilling out of where its bill should normally be. The bill is there, but its mouth is wreathed in tentacles, and its claws are far sharper than the talons of most eagles.
Albatross, huh?
Yeah. So let's check your movement speed because it's been a little while, Snallygaster.
I think that was the closest.
Oh, fly 60 feet. Oh, I love it. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, it's getting close. It's about 15 feet up in the air and just hurtling towards the main group because that's the strongest concentration of liquor smell.
By the way, I rolled to hit.
What'd you roll?
Math. Sorry. 18.
Okay. I think that hits. Give me 1 second. He thinks it does. Yes.
18. Yay. Okay. 1d8. 9 damage.
Okay. Solid hit as the shot flies directly into its abdomen. Garret, it is your round.
All right. You say it's about 15 feet up?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is it holding still or is it in motion?
It's
Like
in
hovering
motion.
or- okay.
No, this is like it's swooped down and coming for you.
Gotcha. All right. I'm going to take out one of my new toys. Meaning one of the grape shot.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to make a couple of quick gestures and then hold up my hand and hurl it at it with a massive amount of velocity while I cast Catapult.
Yay. All right.
Yay.
So, dexterity saving throw.
All right. Let's make a dice roll for you. Ooh, it actually made its dice roll. That's pretty good. 17.
That passes, but it still takes the hit, and it just means that the thing stopped moving.
Okay.
So it doesn't continue on behind it.
Gotcha. So a grape shot falls down after hitting it.
Yeah, it whaps it really hard and then falls. And it takes 8 damage.
Ouch. Okay. All right.
I rolled a 5, a 1, and a 2.
Well, you shoot towards its abdomen, but at the last second, the ball carries over and hits it in one of its wings, but it spins through it, so it doesn't quite do as much damage as you had hoped to do. It's still a solid hit. Still angry. That brings us to Latham.
I want to move forward
sorry.
too. Before.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
go ahead
what
and do
it
your
looks
move.
like. Dear God.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and just move closer to where Jyotis is, but still a little bit out to kind of
Okay.
get its attention and draw the second sword.
Okay.
Spaghetti.
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 It's a slurping the noodles, huh?
I ordered spaghetti from Mazara's for delivery.
Spaghetti. Spaghetti. Spaghetti.
All right. Latham, it is your round.
Would you like some spaghetti? Okay. Latham's gonna look at this thing and say, interesting creature. We'll look at Garret, give 2 thumbs up and be like, you got this, bro. And cast not bro. I think you can handle this. You got this. And cast Bardic Inspiration at Garret.
Okay.
Yay.
Latham, would you like to move or do anything else?
Is this an open field or is there any nearby trees?
It is difficult in some spots, like the dark spots are difficult terrain, the mud spots are difficult terrain, and you get to guess at how deep they are, but in the meantime, the grass is normal terrain.
Yeah. I'm gonna step back. Latham's gonna step back a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Not so keen on whatever this thing is.
Yeah.
With the face next to Lester. What? I missed something.
Lolly changed her face to a panic.
Okay.
Speaking of Lesterin, it is your round.
Let's see. I'm going to move up here.
Yay.
Don't forget, it is 15 feet up.
Go,
Oh, I
June.
can't reach it. Well then, hold on. I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to cancel that. Well, no, nah. I'll stand. I'll stay right there, just because then if it's gonna attack somebody, it'll attack the beefy one. Oh,
All right. Are you going to throw a ranged item at it or anything? Or are
yeah,
you...
javelin. That's not fair. I got a 20 on the frickin' dice, and it said 2. It was a 20 up. I'm going for the fucking 20. That's the computer cheated me.
So what's your total?
It was a 27. And a crit.
That's a 20. Oh, a crit? Go ahead and roll.
Here. Let's see. So it's a double, right? I hit it.
Yes, yeah, it's 2d6 plus 5.
That's a 10 plus 10.
Wait, javelin?
1d6 plus 5. So 5 plus 5. 10.
Oh.
I rolled a
So
crit, so 20 points of damage.
No. It's double the dice or roll 2d6. Not double the
dice.
strength
Oh,
modifier.
yeah, no. Oh, okay, then that's 15.
Okay, alright. That's still a really solid hit. You've having fought 2 of these things, just get under it and throw that up, and you land a solid hit right directly in its stomach, and its intestines start to spill out, along with what looks like parts of goblin blood. So that was fun. Lolly,
Mhm.
it's your turn.
Okay. I'm so scared. This is fun. I'm just gonna go nuts with Eldritch Blast.
Roll for it.
Okay, Georgia, I'll take you outside.
19.
That is a hit.
Woo.
I'm away from the keyboard, FYI.
Mm-hmm.
And then, ooh,
I'm
good.
back, by the way.
All 6 damage.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Well, that is still a hit. It's looking. It is looking less than fine because all of you have nearly hit it. So 4 out of the 5 of you hit that thing and hit it decently, at least. So,
Hey.
are
Real
you
quick,
moving
Bob,
anywhere? Yes, Mikey.
Catapult wouldn't have hit.
Oh,
They changed the wording between the. They changed the wording between the last time I read it and now, I guess, because now it says if it fails, it doesn't take the object doesn't strike them.
okay.
Alright.
I'll heal it for 8 damage. The grape shot basically almost hit, but just missed.
Yeah.
That makes a degree of sense, though. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it used to hit and then stop, but if it
Yeah.
otherwise it would just keep going. So and now it just misses or they dodge it.
Yep.
Alright, I hide behind Gary.
Okay. Well, that's a strategy. All right. So then we come to top of the round. Jyotis.
Jyotis is gonna use the repeater
Okay.
twice.
You
The
gonna
first
repeat it?
one. What?
Gonna repeat it?
Well, yeah, I can shoot twice. The first one is a 21 to hit,
That is a hit.
and that is max damage, so 12 damage.
Okay.
And the next shot is a 24 to hit,
Jesus.
and it is 10 damage.
Okay. It is looking rough. You guys have done a solid job of hitting this thing, and this thing is taking the abuse for it. And with that,
Good, it earned it.
we come to its round. And it is going to first make an attack on Lestrin. So it comes down 15 feet
Well, I'm not
to
squishy
Lestrin.
one, so it's just as well.
Wait, does our dwarf smell like beer?
And that's a
Probably
critical
I
hit.
imagine it smell like beer.
Shit, here we go. Thanks, Snallygaster. Okay,
Oh.
Oh,
so
I should have raged.
Oh,
all right, so that's not so bad.
Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
Yeah,
Should have. Can I rage?
yeah, you can rage. I'll give it to you. Oh yeah, especially because I just hit you for a solid amount. So you are going to take that is 17 slashing damage cut in half. So
8?
Yeah, 8 points of slashing damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw because it is trying to grapple you.
22.
Wouldn't that be an opposed check?
That is an opposed check.
Opposed athletics check, I think.
Sorry.
What you want to well, it's the same modifier, so 22.
Okay, I have to check its strength really quick. Oh, man. That's a tie. Okay, Lester, it's a roll-off. One more time.
In combat, tie goes to the aggressor, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Shit. Okay. Lesterin, you are grabbed, and you are going for a journey.
Oh boy.
Oh no! Oh no!
It is going to swoop this way, and this bird moves at such speed that when it attacks, it does not provoke attacks of opportunity. And it's going to go for Jyotis, who smells the most like beer and rum.
Well, me and Jyotis should smell the same because we tied.
Yep.
We did. Yep.
Oh, let's see what Jyotis's AC is. Oh, that's another crit. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I was gonna say it's probably less than Lestrin.
15's not a bad armor class normally, but in this case...
Mine's 15.
No, we're the same thus far.
This will be 12 points of slashing damage, and you get to make an athletics check.
All right.
Jyotis too?
Athletics.
He loses?
I haven't lost yet. I'm making it. And that's a... What's my athletics? 21.
You just get out of it, because I got a 17 for it.
Whew.
And it is still taking Lestrin for a ride, so we came down 10 feet to get Lestrin with the grap, then 5, 10, da-da, and then we're going da-da, da-da, da-da. Lestrin, you're coming for a little ride, and it's going to go 10 feet up into the air again after that.
Bastard.
Is he gonna drop me?
No, but bad things are going to happen.
Better me than the squishy ones.
That is true.
Nobody.
Guess I dove out of the way and it slashed me in the back.
Yeah, no, it got you on the back, but you managed to just roll with it and avoid
Oh my god.
going airborne.
This is amazing.
It's not.
All right. So that is, I believe it's round unless I have something else. Oh, right. Okay. Lestrin, one last thing from you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
24.
Oh, yeah. You should be happy about that then. Because you take 10 points of necrotic damage
Okay.
as the tentacles swirl out of its mouth and begin to like pierce into your body and start draining the blood from you.
What does rage do against that stuff?
Nothing. Necrotic damage does not get to resist rage.
Damn.
Damn.
Stop biting me.
No.
Stop it.
I just did the same thing.
Speaking of which, Gary, it is actually your round.
How far up is it?
It is back to 15 feet up because it grabbed Lestrin and went up 10 feet.
Go, Garret.
Stop
No,
that.
it's nomming on me in front of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, it's doing its best. This is what happened to Lolly impression.
Yep.
Could I feasibly jump that high?
You have the spell for it, don't you?
Yeah, but that takes an action. Never mind. Fuck it. Alright, I'm casting jump. And then I'm using an action surge.
Okay.
So I'm going to run up and jump. Which,
Okay.
The spell triples my distance. I'm
Mhm.
assuming that means the height as well. So I'm rolling the athletic. Or no, it's athletics or acrobatics.
I believe it's athletics standardly to jump.
I mean, the difference between my skill checks is 1 on that, but
Oh no, computer, don't do that. Sorry.
what's computer trying to do? Tell it to stop.
It started doing a weird thing. Okay, so normal high jump is 3 feet off the ground. With a running start, you add...
Strength mod.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, so let's see. Give me 1 second, Gary. Alright, so Gary's strength... I actually have a really cool calculator for this. Gary, how tall are you? You are...
Like 5'10".
5'10"? Okay. 5 feet, 10 inches. Okay. Alright, so with a running start, you can reach up and grab something that is 12.7 feet off the ground. So yes, this would require you to use jump with your action surge to get.
Alright.
No check is required with utilizing jump.
How nice. Alright. So, I'm gonna run the 20 feet and then hurl myself into the air and use my action surge to make the attack against it. 1 with each hand.
Okay.
A natural 20 on my first attack.
Alright.
So that is 27.
Yeah, no, natural 20 is automatically going to crit, so...
And the other is a 17 to hit.
The 17 will hit.
Fantastic. So that is 10 and 5, respectively.
Alright,
Oh, wait,
it
no,
is...
I'm sorry. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 5.
16 and then 5?
Yeah, I forgot to double the die.
Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, that's enough to do this. Gary, how do you want to do this?
I want to cut off its wings and ground it and then cut off its damn head.
Okay. Alright. Lestrin, as Gary has jumped up and does this amazing not this time, where he swings through, slices off both wings, and then brings a blade over its head and neatly just cuts through it. I need you to make an acrobatics check to see if you take any fall damage.
12.
Yeah, you just needed a 10 because, again, you're just 15 feet up, so you take what would normally be like 1 point of fall damage because I rolled a d6 and got a 1, and instead you take none because you're raging, so you're the like, and you manage to land on your feet.
You treat me none too gently.
The Snallygaster is gone. Gary, due to the jump spell, you do not have to make a check to land safely.
Hooray.
Hurrah!
Hurrah!
Yay!
Yay!
Are you okay? Oh my gosh.
I'm okay.
Yeah. By the way, Gary, nice job dicing that thing's head off because we need to bag it to prove to the Getty's yes that we got the missing one.
I had completely forgotten about that.
Saved us all.
I think, will its head do?
Yeah, that's what they said. That was one of the requirements for proof. Just
Got it.
pelt her head. Since he's already diced the head off.
Yeah, that kind of works out. Yeah.
That simplifies things, yes.
What's Latham's passive perception? 13. And then let's go look at the first little check. 13. Interesting. Let's go to my homebrew collection.
Ooh.
I have passive
Yeah,
forward.
Bob is up to something Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside its belly was a whole bunch of gold and somehow the children, and they're all safe and happy.
Like inside the wolf in Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, grandma was fine.
So, Latham, in the distance, you hear another cry. It's not like that blood-curdling from the Snallygaster, but a weep. Only there's a wooden quality to it.
Someone sounds in distress and in need of representation.
Loved one been hit by ambulance chaser.
Hey, I hear
Latham.
opportunity.
Latham, you begin to get the sense and semblance that something is changing with the forest around you. It's starting to somehow just not be quite right.
Oh no. No.
Wait a minute. Wait, is the map shaking?
It's shaking.
Oh,
Glitch.
There's this
I do
on
a
Latham's
combat
turn.
check?
Oh,
in turn. Oh,
we
we're
are
in combat?
still,
Ah.
we're still technically in combat.
No.
Is it supposed to do that?
Come on, guys, you're level 3.
Okay.
Yay.
Still doing that?
Something is going wrong.
I don't like it.
Lesterin, it is technically your round. You have landed on your feet.
I'm going to stand ready and hit a bush.
Roll to attack the bush.
No, he took damage this round. I don't think that's
Oh,
necessary.
Yeah, no, that is
Oh,
correct.
that's
You did
true.
take damage
Okay.
this round.
Well, then I will stand and hold an attack for something to appear.
Also, you hear the scream, that same like but in the meantime,
Oh, it stopped twitching. Thank God.
you're not twitching.
Oh gosh.
Well,
The forest seems normal to you. Lolly.
Uh-huh.
the harpy is under me.
Oh yeah, let me delete the harpy. I will get rid of the harpy.
The headless harp.
She has a name, Bob.
You're very lucky.
There,
Harpies
I'm
aren't
gonna
easy to
stay
get
there.
rid of. They just keep showing up.
It's true.
Like Hydros.
All
Like
right,
harpists.
that's gone. Lestrin, whereas you hear it, nothing starts happening to you. Lolly, you can go ahead and make an Arcana check, but in the
Okay.
meantime,
Can I also cast Mage Armor on myself?
sure you can.
Okay.
But Lolly, to you, snow starts to fall.
Oh boy. 15.
Okay. With that kind of Arcana check, you know that there's something illusionary about this effect, because what Latham is describing, where like reality's starting to glitch, you see as just heavy snowfall, and Lestrin doesn't see anything. The only common correlation was that you heard a wail. Or perhaps a cry.
Fail like a narwhal?
Like-
Okay.
Like a
Beluga whale.
Thanks. This is fun.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
What else
Bob-
in the
Bob
snow?
discovered the map
This
ability.
is an illusion.
I can't answer yet.
All right, Jyotis' round. Jyotis. With that little save, Jyotis. let's do something interesting also. Jyotis, you start to see a heat wave after hearing that same scream. It's just everything's starting to warm up. Your blood feels like it's almost ready to boil because the swamp went from 65 degrees to almost 105 degrees within an instant.
It's terrible.
The air is shimmering.
Sounds like home.
Mm.
I mean, home to a tiefling. Or if you're
Jyotis, would you like to do anything on your turn?
I'd like to move kind of here-ish, and also hold a repeater for whatever I'm hearing.
Okay. What is it?
Repeater shot.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, Lolly, I see heat, not snow.
So, now, the area for everyone, even those of you who have made decent checks, aside from Lesterin, begin to see the forest and swamp glow. Trees begin to light up, and the area starts to just transform a little bit into something else. I'm going to turn that off really quick. Go back
Thank
to
you.
this. I need to edit the map.
It
Come
was
to
pretty
here.
well killing my frame rates too. So
Yeah, I only wanted to turn it on to show you each what you're actually dealing with.
yeah, I never saw what I'm dealing with. I'm assuming
Because
that
we
means
haven't
I
gotten to
passed.
you yet.
Okay.
You're up next, buddy. But the forest begins to distort a little more and a little more. And at first it looks like fireflies, or perhaps they could be stars. And the colors begin to come in where there's like purples and blues and pinks that start to emerge from the foliage. The whole forest is beginning to transform. You're seeing out of the corners of your eyes roots and other implements move. And as for its action, no. All right. Now, we come to Garret.
Oh,
And
goody.
let's see, Garret. Oh, buddy, Garret, you are experiencing exactly what Latham was, where reality itself is shaking and glitching and voiding, and you're starting to see teeth emerge out of the ground, and one of them comes towards you, in fact. With how low your save was, you take a little bit of damage.
Oh, goody.
You are going to take 4 points of psychic damage as what feels like a tooth just gnashes out and cuts your knee. And then when you like instinctively pull back from it, it's suddenly not there, but you can hear this guttural and the crying starts.
Oh dear.
Thankfully, eat it.
Let's come to Latham. Latham, everything stays glitchy for you. And in fact, you also wind up getting a tooth this round. It just emerges and pokes through part of your boot nice and quickly before you can react. You only take 2 points of damage, but it just pierces through. And you know it should hurt, but it's psychic damage, so your mind is creating the pain. What would you like to do?
again, still feels like home. Psychic damage. It feels like I'm back with my parents.
Ouch.
For the thumb.
We've learned things about Latham.
Hey,
It's a
Cheryl,
tiefling.
Loveland,
It's a
you bastard.
tiefling. Let's get on with this.
Were you raised by Teresa Nor? Jesus Christ.
He.
I'll be right back, guys.
Takes a swig of his flask and says, "All right, this is weird.
Uh-huh.
At least this still tastes good. At least I assume it tastes good. Do I need to roll for perception on my damn drink?
Roll me an intelligence check because you've taken a swig of your drink.
We're gonna assume it's a type of something similar to a Scotch to the region. 14. Sorry, intelligence.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
17.
All this weeping and wailing and that little bit of headache, when you go for the whiskey, you drown it down, and it's like it tries to have this extra spark of fire that should burn through you, but as a tiefling, you already know, no, I'm fine. And then it clicks. Because you and Jyotis were speaking to the provisioner of the Wanderlust Guild, who had been talking about deadly plants,
Oh shit.
and the one that she told everyone to avoid if they were in the swamps, and the one that the Rear Admiral told Gary to avoid if you entered the swamps.
Oh shit.
The Weeping Blood Willow is the only thing that could come to mind that could be like this, and you are hearing cries. It's making this like supreme, just constant
Oh, we're
How the hell did we wander this far north? Because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have allowed that.
You don't have survival, sir. And
Yeah.
Wally's survival check was fantastic, but you rolled a 12.
Did I even roll?
On the D12, yes.
Oh, that was, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was for the Snallygaster.
That was for the rough combat encounter that starts with a Snallygaster and ends with a...
Great.
awesome.
Wow.
How do we get ourselves in these situations?
Because
It's our gift to the world.
It's a
Yeah.
fun thing to do.
I was like, yeah, no, they're not going to roll this. It'll be fine. They're going to roll easily like they did last time. Nope.
it'll be fine. This is fine, Samantha.
So, Latham, you now know for a fact what this thing is.
Takes another drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
It's not really much for botany, so it doesn't really know much about the weeping willows, other than that it's some overly depressed plant, and really should just like talk to someone about it.
Lestrin, things start getting weird for you too.
Oh no.
It's like gas clouds start appearing in the air. Oh, I hate that one.
Oh dear.
And in fact, the air starts to lose its very color.
Fog of war.
And in the meantime, you also will take a little bit of damage.
Damn it.
3 points of psychic damage as what feels like a tooth bursts out from the ground in front of you and goes straight into your stomach, and you crunch back just in time from it, but then it hurts in your mind, and you look down at your stomach and it's fine, nothing's wrong, you're not bleeding, but it still feels so painfully real. But in the meantime, you took damage, so you maintain rage. What would you like to do?
So I accidentally disconnected and then reconnected just as you finished. So something popped up in front of me.
It did 3 points of psychic damage to you. Basically, there was this tooth that jutted out of the ground. This white, pearly tooth that was fanged and curved went out into your stomach, and you reacted as it pierced you, And as you doubled over, it disappeared. And then you look and your stomach is fine, but it feels like you took the damage. Because it's psychic damage.
I know, maybe-
And there isn't anything in front of me?
No.
Mm-hmm. Going to move over here
Okay.
and hold a attack on the next corporeal thing that I can see.
Okay. All right. That's a solid move. Holding attack. Got it. All right. Lolly. Let's see how Lolly did. Lolly, things stop distorting to you.
Oh,
And you get the sense that this thing is crying in the distance, and you're still seeing the hallucinatory terrain with the purples and the pinks and the little fireflies that are glowing like stars. But there's no teeth or anything coming to get you right now.
See if I have anything I could dispose. I'm gonna burn my detect magic Firbolg trait.
Okay.
Find exactly where this is coming from.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good move. Because I will tell you, if it is within, 60 feet?
Let me read.
I think it's 30 feet for detect magic.
From me.
Okay. All right, you do not immediately detect it, but you do detect the area of hallucinatory terrain, and I will actually draw on the map.
And it's School of Illusion?
Yes.
Okay. I will also use my move action to kind of come down here.
Well, let me draw it first before I show you
Oh, okay.
where... Okay, brush, please. Yep. All right, let's go. No, draw it. Do it. Why are we not doing it? Oh, there it is.
If you want, I can paint it for you.
No, you're just going to draw a penis, and I know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Do it.
Okay, so this I would have detected within 30 feet of me.
Yes. And you're in it, but you can kind of detect some of the edging of it.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, hell. It's big.
And I can see the others, like the illusion isn't... yet
Yeah, no, it's not hiding the others. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
There is a sad truth of illusions that the longer you fail them, the worse they get.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that was your action to pop your
Yeah,
magic.
so my action is that, and then I am going to, like I said, kind of move outward. Well, now that I know. 1, 2, 6. Alright. I'm going to move outward and be like, hey guys, over here! And do I detect anything within that 30?
Within this 30 feet,
Uh-huh.
you would actually detect that you're at the edge.
Oh,
And that the forest is normal beyond that.
everyone, it's safe over here.
Check.
That is difficult terrain in the dark area, though, just so you're aware.
I would still be, just be 15 then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going this way.
Okay. Welcome back. Lolly has figured out that there is hallucinatory terrain. And she's figured out at least what she thinks is the edging of it, based off of her intelligence modifier, as well as her arcana check and her Firbolg detect magic. I'm given they're kind of the assumption. So that's Lolly's round. Jyotis.
Well, I heard Lolly.
Let's first come to your save. Oh yeah, that's good enough for some damage.
Oh, good.
Jyotis, the heat continues to grow, and small amounts of fire start to ignite on your skin.
Ew.
You take 4 psychic damage, as while patting it out, you can feel the burning and the crispiness of your skin, even though it's not showing up. Every time you pat it out, it's still there, but it's not. You're round.
So I didn't take damage?
Oh no, you took 4 points of psychic damage. It's not
Sorry.
fire damage, it's psychic damage, so it messes with your mind.
All right, so I heard Lolly say, "Over here, guys."
Yeah. And don't forget the dark...
Yeah,
the
dark train is... So this train is
difficult
okay, right?
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mhm.
Right? And I think, even though I was holding an action, let's see, I'm checking because I think
You haven't been directly attacked.
yeah. Well, I was holding it, but I decided to march away and did not use it. So I can create. Although I'll wait. I think I'll wait. I was just checking, and I can create stuff with a bonus action, but I think I'll wait, and I will still hold an attack for something that I can see.
Yeah. So far, nothing's come up. All right. Its turn.
And I'll be AFK a sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm going to use that. Okay, so it's... Oh yeah, no, it's nice and obvious now. Okay. So, from here, something is approaching through the trees, and there is this... The forest is shaking, and I don't think it's close enough to do anything yet. It is not. Okay. All right. Lolly, it is, though, extending the range of its hallucinatory terrain by approaching. So I'm going to delete my old line and draw a new one really quick. And I don't think it has anything else it can do. It will double move because it can't really do anything else yet. So, yeah, no, because it hit some difficult terrain. Okay, yeah. Right there. Right there. That's good. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's its turn. It is a gigantic tree that appears to be covered in leaves of red and purple and blue that keep changing and shifting and falling and coalescing at its base. There is what appears to be sap running down from the thicks of its branches and covering the almost bone-white willowy bark. And as the sap runs down, that's what creates the wailing scream as it falls into the crevices and it glows with almost a prismatic color. The creature is huge, by the way. Even though I have a small marker on there, it's a big one.
Oh boy.
I think it's in the fog of war because I can't see
Don't see it quite yet?
I see it, but I don't know. Depends on your
You have dark vision.
Oh, I should turn dark vision off. Give me 1 second.
Down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Barrymore?
Better more.
Yeah.
Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Hi, Barry. I see it now.
Okay. Barry is its stage name. All right. So, with that, that's its round. Gary, your turn.
Well, I'm assuming I can see it.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Well, I'm going the other fucking way, and I'm using that jump spell because it lasts a minute.
Yeah, once again, that calculator is super handy because your long jump with a running start is 39 feet horizontally.
Hooray! Because that's what I want to do. Jump
Mhm.
over here, probably here-ish.
Yeah. Okay.
How much of my move does that consume?
That consumes 5 feet for your running start, and then I forget how jump works. Jump. All right, let's see. You cannot jump further than your remaining movement. So you can still dash, but that is essentially your movement due to the jump spell.
Well, I'm
So-
using my action to do a double move because I want to GTF away.
Okay.
I know exactly what this is, and I'm not playing with it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It is not difficult terrain to you because you jumped it. So,
I should be there-ish.
okay. All right. So, whereas I did get you. You do take a little bit of psychic damage as you're running. One of the teeth grows out of a tree branch and just gashes along your arm. And you take a whole whopping 1 point of psychic damage.
Ugh, my head. Ugh, my...
But you are
But-
considered out of the hallucinatory terrain as you land. Now, that said, if it moves, you will be back in the hallucinatory terrain, should it be effective. Just so long as we understand each other.
Of course.
Latham?
Yeah. Huh. So it's just a big, gnarly tree.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Kind of looks like a willow, right?
Yeah, no, it looks like a willow, but the leaves are red and purple and blue and constantly changing colors and falling from it and turning into ash as they fall. The tree itself is covered in this prismatic sap that keeps draining down all of the bark, and that's what keeps creating that haunting, wailing noise.
Yeah.
And the bark is almost a bone white.
It needs to feed.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my attack. Well, I'm gonna start. Actually, no, I'm gonna back away a little bit and just kind of give myself a little bit of distance, facing it but backing away. And I'm also gonna take another drink
Potion of courage.
to numb the psychic pain.
Stronger.
Yeah, because speaking of the psychic pain,
Do I gain any resistance against that? I mean, drinks worked for me in the past.
go ahead and roll me a d20. Tell me what you get.
I need a stronger drink. 7.
Yeah. No. As you drink it back, and I'm giving you your better roll on that because you're at a 13 versus a 7. As you swig it back and start walking back, you're looking for the teeth to come and get you. And then you feel the liquid inside you turn into almost acid and rip through your esophagus and spill out. and you take 6 points of psychic damage as you go to carefully hold your neck and hold your blood vessels and whatever's left of your trachea, and it's all there. But God, did it burn so bad.
This one's got a kick now.
Uh-huh. Spicy edition.
So good.
Burns all the way down.
Always
Spicy.
Anything else, sir?
No, not this time.
Okay. All right. Lesterin. Let's come to your save. Lesterin, you are going to take a little bit of psychic damage this round as well. This time, to you, the roots start ripping up and just going into your legs, like they're trying to entangle you. And much like how the Snarlygaster put its tentacles into you to drain your blood, and you take 5 points of psychic damage as nothing's in your feet, but it just, that horrible pain racks your mind. What would you like to do? Oh, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot I was muted, so you wouldn't hear me slurping. I'm going to run away. I take it this dark spot in front of me is the difficult terrain?
Yes.
All right, then if I go around, I'm going to double move.
Okay.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60? Thusly? Or a little less? Because it's diagonal.
If you're diagonaling it, I'll give it to you. That's fine.
Okay.
Not to mention, you've got the boots of striding and springing, so if anyone dwarf could ever do this, it would be you.
Excellent. Then I'm moving there. And I'm out of
And you are
stuff to
still
do.
maintaining rage as you keep taking damage, so.
Yep.
Alright. That ends Lesterin's turn. Lolly!
Yes, I am running like heck.
Okay.
1, 2, 5, 6, 8. Alright, so I will take a double move as well and get outside there.
Okay.
That'll be my
Alright. And
and actually I'm gonna take a puppy out, so
okay.
that would be just
Let me do a little we're gonna take a 15-minute break really quick. Lolly, you take 1 point of psychic damage as a branch tries to trip you and it slaps your ankle, but it didn't actually slap your ankle. You made it. You will not be in range next round, assuming it doesn't move. So, with that, we are going to take a 15-minute break and start with Jyotis at the top of the next round. I will see everyone back at 9:18.
All right, see you then.
You can go ahead and be the one to count us in with a magic word.
Fidelio.
Saying it all sultry-like.
Mm-hmm.
and we're back.
Maybe.
So, question.
Potential answer.
In our downtime, could I have thumbed through my newfound book a little bit since we're in the swamp, you know?
Well, not right now you couldn't have, but
No.
during the hour that Lolly was doing the survival work, I would accept that. So
Yeah.
for 1 hour you could have read your book.
Okay. So
Content's good.
in that time, did I find, you know, I would have tried to look at the things we were warned about. So did I find any potential weaknesses or how to avoid this thing that's after us right now?
Legitimately, the only advice is to run away.
Great. I'll
Like,
relay that.
it's an entry that doesn't know what it looks like, doesn't know where it is, and only knows that it can move of its own volition. So
Yeah.
therefore, you should run.
Guys, we were told that nobody made it back alive, so we need to run from this thing. The
Already
book
ahead of
doesn't have
you. Literally.
Already moving.
Yeah,
Literally ahead of you.
Shh. Just say it. Reiterate. 1, 2,
Well, shut up and move.
5,
But first, let's take some psychic damage.
10, 11.
Hurry up and wait.
Jyotis, as you are starting to run, it feels like ash and fire embers fall from the canopy of the swamp over top of you and pour on down your back, and you take 3 points of psychic damage as your run begins.
Well, this is double move, so
Yeah, you safely get out of the effect. You can still hear the cry, but it is no longer causing your brain to have these odd jumbled effects. You can still see that the forest has this weird starry field effect. Or I'm sorry, this swamp has this weird starry field effect. And you do notice that you are directly in front of a mud pond.
I was going to say, is this water?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a swim speed. You'll be fine. Rest of your
This is-
party members, not
By the way,
sure.
when I got here, this is when I turned around and told everybody, run from
Okay. So you shouted that back
yeah.
over the screaming? Trying to make it hard for Latham to hear? So nice of you.
No, I mean,
Okay, well, it's its round. There's one person that it can see very clearly. The rest, not so much.
Yep.
Oh, buddy. All right.
Oh, buddy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. There?
Oh, I call bullshit on this. Not you, Bob.
Oh, okay. I was like, but I have 30 feet of movement.
Oh,
I'm
so-
pissed.
no, sorry. No, I just clicked on a link on my toolbar on accident, and it completely lost my D&D Beyond page.
Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, in order to adjust for it. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Brusha.
That's the new iPad.
Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do.
Okay, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, Latham, you are so lucky you are out of range for it. It is slowly moving up,
Yep.
and you're getting that nice haunting visage, but it is not going to get you. All right, let's come to Gary. Gary is back in the shit, but this time, Gary, as you feel the psychic energy wash over you, you think through it and you know what to prepare yourself for. And even though you can start to see like the shimmers of teeth forming out of the ground, cutting in to the world around you, you know that these are fake and that it's trying to afflict you. You're round, Gary.
I'm zooming in a little bit. Is that land?
Yeah, that's land.
I'm jumping again. Fuck this.
Okay. Let me turn back on shared party vision too.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Good jumps.
Yeah, so I'm gonna 10, 15, and then once again I'm gonna burn my action to do movement and use the jump spell to get over here.
Okay.
Because it's still on for like another
Yeah, no,
45 seconds or some shit.
I like how, like, in previous games, you've been like, a jump spell. I don't know if you'll ever be useful. And then tonight it's like, oh, thank God.
That's awesome.
If I hadn't burned catapult, I probably would have already popped long strider too, just to take double advantage.
All right.
So let me see here. That was total of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
Wow.
50, 55, 60.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, all right. Gary's going the distance, going for speed. All right.
Just like cake.
All right. Latham, your round, and let's see your little save. This time, it's like the whiskey finally kicks in because the world stops glitching to you, and you can see, even though that it's become this weird starry field, and all the trees are starting to duplicate the effects of the weeping blood willow, you now don't take any damage. You can clearly see it is coming for you, though.
It's unfortunate because in the time since I remembered, or I finally looked up, I have Hellish Rebuke. I was like, damn it, I did have something. Only on damage. Cool. Latham is going to not accept the Barmore's plea agreement that seems to keep making, and yeet himself and running as fast as he can to the rest of the way. Actually, yeah, kind of to the northeast.
Okay.
So let's see, how fast the movement would be. Typical movement, so 30 feet would be.
Yeah, you can double it to 60.
Okay.
If you
Each
if you
square-
dash, you can move 12 squares.
Okay, 1, 2, 4. So about where you guys are.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Up there, the edge continues. You would almost be out of his hallucinatory terrain range. Give me 1 second to be him. Let me see. Oh, right. I gotta turn off shared party vision for a second. Ooh, right on the edge. So next round, you will actually be outside of it if he does not move. Okay? All right.
You're gonna move.
I mean, you never know.
Sometimes you just have to.
Okay, turn share party vision back on. Zoom back in. Oh no, turn it back on. Okay, all right, let's zoom back in. Lesterin, you are in range still. No, stop that. Bad. Okay.
You could.
Lesterin, you are still in range. Let's see what your save was. It's decent, but unfortunately not good enough. You take a whopping 2 points of psychic damage as what feels like a just cutting cloud of gnats flow through you. And I mean through you. You feel like they've torn through your form before you reach up and touch your chest, and nothing's happened. Your armor's intact, your clothes, your equipment, everything's fine. But it hurts.
Okay. Double moving out of GTF.
Okay. So are you moving across the mud, or are you trying to jump?
Let's see. Is that mud?
Yeah, that's mud.
Oh, well then
This-
I was
this-
there.
Well, it's a mud pond, so, I mean, it's...
Wait, no, I was there. Yeah,
This tan crap is fun.
I think I will jump.
Okay.
There.
All right, let's see. Your height is 4'8". 4'8". Let's get your strength score in there. I love this calculator because it's just fair.
It's useful.
Oh, man. 20.
15, 20.
Your long jump... long jump. Your long jump is 60 feet horizontally. So if you are doing a double move, you can easily jump it.
Holy shit! She can
Oh,
jump.
okay.
You can jump.
Boots of striding and springing, yo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, then I'm definitely making it to there.
Yeah,
And I believe that, well, that's 60 feet from my original location. So
yeah.
there. I'm
Okay.
landing there.
Okay,
For now.
perfect. All right.
Yeah, our dwarf with the magic boots. Whoa!
Hey, man, I was tired of not being able to move as far as you guys.
It's perfectly acceptable.
All right. That ends Lestrin's round. Lolly, let's see how you rolled this round. This round you actually did decent. What is the DC on that? Almost saved against it, but it does trigger on you. So you start to hear your music box play, Lolly, like it's trying to trap you inside because it plays at these discordant notes like this, and it just hurts your mind as all the images of pain come back to you. You take 5 points of psychic damage.
I don't like it.
No le gusta.
It is your round. What would you like to do?
Not be killed.
That's nice.
You know what? I'm gonna burn a suggestion spell. Wisdom 14.
Oh, I get to make a saving throw? Cool. Okay. What are you suggesting?
Go back and stay in that spot for the rest of the day.
All right. You'll see what happens on its round.
Is that what Lolly heard, Bob?
It's concentration up to 8 hours, and I would lose my detect magic, so I would no longer know where the field is.
Yeah. Yeah, you do lose your detect magic, but in the meantime, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So, are you moving or anything?
Yes. I'm going to try and catch up to Gary and Lestrin.
Okay.
This is all difficult terrain still?
Well, that's the interesting part. It is a mud pond, so you would not know the depth of it until you try to cross it.
I'm so
Blowing
glad
it.
I jumped.
I'm not great at jumping.
You're
Try.
You're tall.
like
You're probably
kangaroo.
Give me a second. Let me pull up your statistics.
probably
2 to strength. And
Give me just a second.
yeah, but it's based on your number, isn't it? It's not less.
Oh, you haven't filled in your height. How tall are you?
7 foot tall.
Okay, all right. 7 feet, 0 inches, no magic item, and in the meantime, strength is 15. Okay. Let me tell you a story. With a running start, you can long jump 15 feet horizontally.
Okay. So I would be able to then, huh?
Yes,
Swing?
that is exactly why I love the calculator, because it
Hey.
It
Yeah.
just works.
it does.
Hey,
So,
nobody will have to toss me.
Nope, not with them boots.
You might have to toss Lolly.
If you can lift me.
It's the weeping blood willow. It sounds like a cat mysteriously. All right. That is Lolly's round. So we come back to the top of the round with Jyotis. Let's see your roll, Jyotis. This time it's a little bit... No, this time is good on you. So you are good this time. You resist the effects of the damage and think your way through it.
Yay. So I'm assuming this spot here looks to be like it's still kind of solid.
Yes, that spot is solid with a little bit of foliage, so yes, you can stand on it.
All right, so I'm assuming that I can jump 14 feet, so I'm assuming I can make it to right about there if I run like here, and yump.
Let's see. All right, your height is 6'6", and you have a 14 on strength. So 14 and then 6. 6. Yeah, your long jump is a 14 horizontal. Ugh, it's close. Make me an acrobatics check for your landing.
Acrobatics check. With the mod?
Yes.
Yay. 22.
Yes, you land it and you don't fall back into the mud.
Land on my toes and lean forward.
Yeah, no, it's
You're windmilling your arms for balance.
yeah. There's definite there's grace behind it, but also it's you've done your best. Would you like to continue moving?
That is my max movement right there, unless I double it. So,
I have to fill in some map for the sake of Latham coming up, so
no worries.
Latham was like, screw you, Encounter Bob.
I'm
The world's infinite, right?
No. It has defined edges and you just fell off it.
I'm just debating on whether or not to burn a spell or keep running.
Keep running.
Keep running. 1, 2, 6.
Oh boy, Wendell. Sorry, everyone.
Okay.
Toys.
That is Mud.
That's Mud.
My name is Mud.
Its name is Mud.
Name is
Okay.
What, can't you fly?
No, that was Shriek who could fly.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, it is the Weeping Blood Willow's turn. And Lolly, would you remind me of the exact phrase of your suggestion again?
Yes. Off the top of my head, you suggest a course of action limited to one activity within a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature that you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action...
Yeah, no. I was asking about your specific command to it.
I said to go back and stay there for the rest of the day.
Okay. Well, that is, in fact, what it does.
Woohoo!
I thought I was going to be fine because I had a +3 on its wisdom, but I rolled a 3. So,
Yay,
That's
Lolly.
less than you needed.
so it is going to move. Oh,
That's Lolly's jump, right? That's what we're hearing.
That was me jumping into the air.
yeah, that's exactly the noise she makes every single time.
Sound of the toy.
I'm sorry,
Wendell.
I have, like, the loudest one.
Wendell needs a
It's
soup
a great way to
bone.
run into a charge.
So, Latham, you feel the effects end as it steps out and away from you.
That's so Lolly running.
Yeah, that was
Somebody
Lolly's
needs
run
to
and jump.
Somebody needs to give Wendell a soup bone instead of a squeaky toy for game night.
It's alright. It's hilarious. No,
This is hilarious.
it's
So,
hilarious.
with that, we come to the end of the combat encounter.
Woo.
Woo.
Okay. How far off did the tree walk?
Well, the tree didn't go very far because it was towards the bottom left corner of the map based on my D100 roll when we started. So, yeah, it was down in this corner. In fact, is shared party vision back on? Did I do that? Was I a good boy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
can see
yeah, it's on. Okay, but yes, it is down in the bottom left corner
Like-
of it.
It's like down here-ish.
Yeah.
Can't see where I'm
Yeah.
picking. I'm just wondering what its range is because that Snallygaster head. Did we grab? We didn't have time to grab it, did we? Is it still like?
Nope, you didn't.
Yeah. Snallygaster head.
It's somewhere down in this area. I don't know if you can see it. I'm drawing red lines.
I can see it.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it now.
Somewhere in that area.
Oh no! I killed it, or Gary killed it. Like right.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the tree.
Oh.
Oh, no. Yeah, we're talking about the Snallygaster head.
So the Snallygaster head's like right about
Yes,
there.
yeah, the Snallygaster head's up there. But
So
if you're asking, is it in range? Give me a second.
it's like be creative and fish hook the damn thing.
Let Gary go stealth and go back for it.
I'm willing to try that if everyone is dead set on bringing that head in.
We need the money.
I mean, it was 500 gold, I think.
That's fair.
Let's put it in his bag.
I would.
You guys
love
were going to when it began because I had you in combat still.
We were still in combat, so I wasn't able to grab it.
Jyotis, you can make an intelligence check. Lolly, you can make an arcana check.
Okay.
Intelligence.
Ooh, I rolled really, really well. Plus 5, 23.
I didn't.
Lolly, you would know it's right on the edge of it.
Okay.
Like, with your... Because you were able to gauge its effect very effectively. So it's that, like... It's on the edge of it.
I got a dirty 20.
I think we could run in, grab it, and run back, because I told him to stay there for the rest of the day.
Yeah, Jyotis, you would not have a clue at a 20. The DC was 22 to figure out hallucinatory terrain
Fair
because it's a bitch.
Fair enough. Sounds good. to me.
Lolly, you are confident that it's at the edge of it.
Okay. I'm gonna run in, grab it, and run back out.
I would rather I try it.
Let
if that's okay.
Garrett do.
Where it is, and how far that was.
I'm going up and around. I think that would be safer and easier. It's just I can move a bit quieter than you can.
What are
And
you
he
talking
has-
about? Squeak, 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 squeak.
I won't ever think of that. as
Just
well.
I'm going to go ahead and roll. I'm going to take my sweet time
Uh-huh.
and move very, very, very carefully
Uh-huh.
up and around near, like, basically where Latham is,
Mhm.
and then down. And
So do me a favor. Roll me a perception check.
All right. No, that's not great.
Because
Five.
you know... Oh, yeah. No, so come to where you think it is.
Like, move my
Mm-hmm.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I killed it, so it's roughly here-ish.
Mm-hmm. So the problem is, as you get there, since it is on the edge of the phantasmal force effect, the hallucinatory terrain starts really messing with you, and in fact, the gravitation starts to reverse, and things start floating up, and you're taking your time looking for it. And high or low, sir?
Let's go low.
Okay. You got lucky. Because even though you know where you killed it, the terrain is so messed up that it's so difficult to see, and you kept going to the edge of it, but you never came into the force again. As you do find the head, the body already has roots sticking out of it, and the head is actually intact with its eyeball. And as you reach down and you pick it up, for just a second, that hallucinatory terrain triggers, and the eye looks at you for a moment, but the tentacles remain unmoving.
Yeah. Then I'm going to back up
Mm-hmm.
very steadily and quietly, step by step, around the difficult, puddles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
until I can get roughly here again.
Okay.
And then I'll jump the pond and
Yeah. Which you easily can.
there you go. I'll drop that vile thing on the ground in front of Jyotis and say, I'm sure you have somewhere to put this.
Figure it out. I think it'll fit in the bag of holding on. It's not. It isn't too big.
Yeah, no, it's not too big. You can fit it in. And in the meantime, once again, because this is kind of that hallucinatory terrain effect, as you reach towards it, the eye looks at you too. And oh man, for just that second, you swore you saw a tentacle move, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I would like stop just
Gotta be
above
wrapped
grabbing
in-
it. Like,
That thing gives me the creeps.
like, I would smack it, like smack it on the side of the head. Like, is it awake? No. All right.
Double tap.
All right. It's going to be inert and it'll suffocate if it's still alive in the
You
bag.
guys are legit so lucky that Lolly has the tongue of beast and plants
No kidding.
and had suggestion. Because holy shit, did that save you?
Yeah.
I was worried we were going to have to try and kill the damn thing.
Me too.
No, but it was certainly going to try to kill you.
We could have tried and failed.
I have 17 hit points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm down. I'm
Take
down
this
too.
bird.
I'm down to 17 as well.
So, let me move you back to the world map.
Well, I have 24, so I'll tank everything.
Uh-huh.
I have 34 left, so
I'll hide in the corner with my 10.
Ah,
let's find a place that we can camp.
Indeed.
Get out of the swamp as much as we can.
So, all right. Well, I would like for our party to have someone roll a survival check.
Please be not me.
I'll roll.
okay.
I think Lolly rolled the last one. You Lolly.
Yeah, you can assist. That way you can roll with advantage.
Advantage.
That's my
Yeah.
echolocation.
18.
thing that I have, apparently.
Cheatham and I used to use the clown honk as a way to identify each other when we were meeting in a crowded place.
This was, of course, before the year that clowns all tried to kill people. Okay,
Oh yeah, that's
so
any place where
with-
there's a lot of people, just like
with a 22, you actually get one of the safer areas to camp in. And you can start to see what appears to be a large body of water in the distance. But in the meantime, I'm going to move you guys to a different map.
Woo. Maps.
Ooh. Maps.
Can it be
Oh.
like the safe little circle with the save point in Final Fantasy?
Right? Is there
Well,
a floating blue crystal anywhere? we
There
could
is a
go?
circle.
Here.
Is there ammunition and healing kits?
Oh,
There
no,
is a circle.
That's boss battle coming up if you see that.
Right.
So let's plop you on the map.
Up.
I can
Then-
find myself buzz.
Oh.
Hey, I found a pen.
Jyotis, with a 22, this area looks relatively safe. There is some weird sort of marking on the ground,
Yeah.
but
that's
in the meantime, it appears to be some sort of ward, at least, before you Arcana check it or anything like that, because none of the weird natural effects are occurring here, and the temperature is back to the normal, horrible swamp, 100% humidity, and still 85 degrees, even though it is now the sun is setting in the distance.
Well, I'll just relay that I think that's a ward of some kind to the party. Shall we go investigate it?
Yes.
That would be wise.
All right. Well, we're not in combat right now, so if you do choose to approach it, you just need to move your character with where you want your character.
Oh, good.
Okay, well, there I am. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
Mhm.
Ooh, can I do an Arcana check on it?
Yes, you may.
Is it Arcana? 17.
Okay. It is a form of a glyph, and ironically, because it is written in Gith, you can actually read it.
Oh boy.
And interestingly enough, what this glyph is doing is borrowing from different realms to create a relatively stable climate.
Ooh.
It is, in fact, channeling elemental energy from multiple places, including but not unlimited to both the the limbo plane of Pandemonium, some sort of lower plane, difficult to tell even with that check, and as far as you can tell, a little bit of the astral sea as well, so that mental prowess has a little bit of power here. And with that 22, you find a marker. Once again, just a small little crystal sticking barely out of the ground that looks exactly like one of the psionic crystals that you saw earlier and took earlier.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna approach the crystal. And is it toward the center or it's on the edge of this?
It is on the edge of it. So it would be on one of the star points. So it would be, yeah, that one right there.
Okay.
Perfect.
I will place the final crystal and summon Satan. Plot. I'll gently start prying out the crystal and see
Okay.
if I get any sort of resistance, and if I don't, I'll just pull it up.
You do not get any sort of resistance. Instead, you receive a message in Gith, and it echoes through your mind with that familiar voice of Dazraf again.
Ooh. Hi, Dazzy.
This place we warded so that the Blood Willow could not approach. To go close to the Blood Willow is to invite deaths.
Well, we're
If its
fine.
cry is
Well,
witnessed, thy fate is sealed. I understand the temptation of violence against something so dangerous, to remove a threat towards life that wishes to live unmolested around it.
It's a pre-recorded voice?
It is.
Okay. I'm still gonna talk to it.
Yeah, I know. Yet all the Blood
probably
Willow
hear
does
Lolly
can
muttering.
be. Yet all the Blood Willow does can be judged as lament through surviving. It suffers existence as the last of its kind, from a cosmos broken to build upon this plane. You who tread in this moment, I beg, in honorable memory of the one who gave her life to save it. Please leave and let live.
Oh, well, we're definitely not going to attack that thing. It sucks.
It's only trying to survive.
Yeah. You know, maybe this circle is trying to, like, keep it safe, too?
Again, the testimony actually told you that the circle is there to help give a buffering zone that it can't cross.
Okay, so it's just as much protecting it. The crystal that I have,
hmm
check the other star points and see, are they all there?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Man, I'm on fire tonight.
Would you like to be psychically on fire?
No thank you. 21.
There are crystals on the other points, but the reason this one called to you was that it had a little bit more of a glow to it.
Okay.
And as you approach the others, you get something of one of your memories back, where you remember Molly taking lessons by reaching out and touching these crystals because people could embed memories within them.
Cool. Can I, in the one that I took from the star point and the one that I took from the statue, kind of see if I can attune to them, or would that take like some time?
These are arcane focuses, so you can instantaneously not only attune to them, but replay their messages in your head anytime you wish.
Alrighty. I'm kind of loath to pry up that crystal. I'm going to replace the one that was at the head of the star,
Okay.
but I will review all the memories of each crystal as I kind of pass them.
And roll me another Arcana check.
21.
It is actually relatively easy. It's an action of concentration to pour a memory into the crystal.
Oh, okay, so I can take the one that I got from the statue and just kind of collect them up like Pokemon.
Exactly.
Eat.
Pour your
Cutscenes
memories.
unlocked, guys.
Hooray!
Alright.
Yay.
Start to kind of like attune those memories to the crystal that I got from the statue and replace that main one.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll review those whenever is convenient because I want to go save some children first.
Okay. All right. Jyotis, you had been looking for a safe place to camp, and this is probably as safe as it gets because the Allegiant Nursery is less than a half mile from here.
Oh, then we should go.
Well, then. And this place is warded from Mr. Tree over there. Or
Mhm.
Miss Tree.
It's a mystery.
I
Mhm.
Mystery.
no puppy. Yes, you do have good smell.
We should probably set up camp here, folks.
I like that idea.
But we're so close.
Exactly.
This will be a good
I have no spells left.
Okay, but I have one.
And you want to take on an entire group of maybe an army of bad people with one spell?
One is suggestion, so maybe I'd be like, hey,
L-
don't do
l-
that.
And what if they resist it?
I have cantrips, like Eldritch Blast.
What about
Friends.
healing? Lester and I are at like half our strength, and I'm sure you've all taken damage.
Worried about the kids, but okay.
Yeah, and poor Latham looks like he's had a day. Like,
I understand.
He
But
needs
if we are
his
hasty, it will end up with
No,
us
it's
dead
great.
and the children still being sacrificed.
Latham got bitten
Or
by
the children not being rescued. I don't know what they're going to do with them. But they will not be rescued if we are dead.
Indeed.
So, Lolly, why don't you gather sticks for firewood?
Okay. I can just make fire, you know.
But we want it to burn for longer than 10 minutes.
Survival roll. Let's get lost in the woods. Oh,
Yay.
why did I do that to myself? I did roll a 1.
you did?
I
Oh,
can't
no.
gather firewood.
So that's a total of 5. You walk over to that large log over here and completely miss all the easy branches.
This seems
And you
fireable.
you spend an inordinate amount of time slowly dragging this half-dead, bug-filled, rotted, wet log that is obviously not flammable back in when there was plenty of good wood around you. That is what a 5 is.
I've had worse.
You have.
Just gonna look at Gary and say, Gary,
You set up the shelters. I'll get things ready for dinner.
yeah,
There.
Get Lester to help you
Wood.
set up the shelters.
I'll help with the shelters.
let's put it on this side.
I'll start
Of
building
the
a fire
ward.
pit.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's easy once you peel some bark off of the log and then also just go get a branch because, they were
Well,
all
I'm gonna dig
around.
a pit. I'm gonna dig a pit. Also, set up the.
Yeah, I know for a fact that Lestrin has a shovel, so that...
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Yep.
borrow whatever is necessary. Find some rocks to make it a circle. And
All right, so takes about a half hour to set up camp. Tents and everything else are well established. You guys can position your characters where you would like to sleep for the night, and then I would like to know if you would like to do a watch order, and if so, what that watch order is.
Where's somebody double click where the campfire is?
I would assume we'd want to.
I will give Mikey drawing permission.
Okay.
oh, goody.
because I'm assuming that the warding, is kind of in a circular fashion that
It
runs
is.
around the. So anything on this side of the ward is probably not as safe as this side.
Well, again, it projects an area of effect.
Hmm.
So it's one of those things that...
I'm still not falling asleep on a pentagram.
Yeah. No.
Stand in the summoning circle and see what happens. It'll be great, please.
Mhm.
Do it.
Mom stands
Uh,
it would, like
Yeah.
it would like
That
accident-
star.
He would summon
I figured
his mother or something if Latham
This is a
stayed
good
on.
place right here.
Okay.
That
Okay.
sounds good to me.
Lots of flat land. It's not right next to the water.
Yep.
It's not going to catch the trees around it on fire.
Latham, you also could make either an Arcana or a history check on that circle, should you wish.
Oh, of course. Likes reading stuff. Let's do. Yeah, let's do an Arcana check on that
Okay.
one. 11 on that guy.
Okay. This is definitely an equivalent to a summoning circle, but it's an advanced summoning circle, and it's a little more advanced than anything you've ever seen, because there's always tales of it, and there's always, especially around magic schools and such, there's the safe way to summon things, but it's still discouraged. This... it's in that weird language that works both clockwise and counterclockwise that it seems like only Lolly can read. And B, it's just, even though it uses the standard 5-pointed star for the summoning, it's doing something very different from a standard summoning circle. So hard to get a read on, but
Mhm.
it is a summoning circle.
Okay. Does it feel in any way dangerous to me or familiar?
You know what? Your
Or both?
choice. Roll me either a history or a religion check.
Oh, history on that one.
Okay.
12 total.
It's only dangerous if something is called And none of these party people you've been with seem to know how to call out something infernal.
Okay, so
And traditionally speaking, these are better for binding. It would be bad to be inside one if you called something, but otherwise, it should be fine.
cool. I think that's it for me.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. Well, if you all wouldn't mind establishing a watch order, or if you just want to sleep without taking watches, that's fine for me too. But
I'll go first on watch.
I'll go last.
I like how quickly that went.
I'll go after Garret.
okay.
Whenever.
Alright.
It's gonna go Gary, Jyotis, Lolly, Latham, and Les.
Okay.
Does everyone have to take watch?
No. It can be covered within 3 rotations.
Well, the people that took the most punishment in the last fight should probably just get to sleep through the night.
Oh, that
think
includes
Latham-
me.
Latham
Yeah,
definitely took the most punishment.
Map tab.
So, yeah, we'll go ahead and you don't have to take a watch because you need to heal up the best. Anybody else that desperately needs a little bit of extra rest?
I have 17 out of 45 hit points.
You're worse than me.
Yeah, you can probably go ahead and skip a watch, and then the rest of us can handle it.
Yeah.
All right. So, Gary, if you're doing first watch, you can take it at low light, which means you will not take disadvantage on your perception check.
One reason I chose first watch.
Yeah. Jyotis, you can take the nighttime watch, and then Lolly, you can take early morning watch, where you will also not have disadvantage at perception check.
All right.
I am a merciful Bob.
That's all.
Mercy.
That's perception, right?
Yes.
Want me to put it into chat or just tell you?
You can just tell me, since we're going one at a time.
It is 18.
All right. 18's nice. Let Bob roll the dice. It is, without a doubt, the nicest part of a swamp you have ever camped in. And you keep kind of having this half pause on, like, why is it? You know that, like, oh yeah, there's an arcane ward there, but in the meantime, why do I think it's not that bad? And then it hits you. For the multiple hours of hiking through this swamp that have been terrible, horrible, not what anyone wanted.
Very bad.
Yeah, no good, very bad day. There's been bugs, there's been branches and brambles, there's been water everywhere. There's no mosquitoes here. And it just like clicks in the back of your mind of like, huh, no bugs. Well, that's nice. But otherwise, your watch goes uneventfully.
That's the best kind of watch.
Jyotis.
22.
All right. So with a 22, you also notice, again, that there's no bugs. You see fireflies in the distance, especially over the water in front of Mirar Telvash, but nothing close. And with a 22, you start to also realize, like, even birds and other animals aren't coming close to this part. Your watch goes uneventfully. Lolly, your perception check, please.
Just wait a minute, Georgia.
7.
Tell me more.
Plus advantage for just being cool.
Well, you did do the note summary, so I will give you inspiration if you would like to roll again.
That reminds me,
Aw, thank you.
Latham gave me inspiration and I never used it.
Oh, that's
It's
sweet.
gone now.
I got inspiration. Wait, no, I used it immediately last time. Thank goodness.
Okay.
22s. that is better.
That is much better. And in fact, that is... Oh boy, that's a good thing. Because as just before the sunrise, you start to see the arcane signet glow, like something's trying to break through.
Cool beans.
There's just little sparks, little flares, just these little... And you have just enough time to wake everyone before something comes through.
What? Okay. Shoot.
So,
Can I
so
dive at it and grab at one of the crystals and try and like interrupt it?
I don't know if you heard my speech to Latham, but you would have also known this, that this circle should theoretically bind something if the name or command word is known.
Okay. Nope.
It would be a bad idea to be in the circle with the thing. You would at least know that with your base arcane. With your base arcana, you at least know, like, don't be in the thing.
Okay, I won't be in the thing. Shoot. Everyone wake up!
wow. What is it? What is it, Lolly?
The thing!
Yes.
The thing!
Grab swords. Ah.
All right, everyone, I'll take an initiative roll, please.
I'm
Oh.
just gonna stand up.
Did we get our long rest?
You've got your long rest. Everyone is long rested. You can full heal.
Oh,
Yay.
God, thank goodness.
It's just the best part of waking up
the best
is infernal
part.
things in your cup.
Father,
Infernal, you say?
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
take Georgia out to go potty because she's being annoying.
yeah.
Okay.
And
All right. Well, Gary's going to go ahead of you because he has his higher dex mod.
Oh,
Yes.
21.
I mean, hi.
Jyotis also got a 21. What the hell, Blackjack?
Shit. Sorry. Yeah.
can we
Blackjack
get a
Rack.
pass on it then? We rolled 321s. Come on.
Yeah, craps on 7, so
I mean, 21 is 7 times 3, and 7 is a lucky number.
And
so,
3 is not like a number. Yep.
Exactly.
so it's like 7 cubed right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus
so
1,
lucky.
because he got 7. So we're super lucky. Please don't kill us.
Okay. Who has the higher dex? Gary or... No, Gary has the higher dex
I
than
think
Jyotis.
Gary wins.
Who has the higher dex than Lestrin? Okay, so it's Gary, Jyotis, Lestrin. There's no Weeping Blood Willow this time.
Woo!
Uh,
Because it can't come
Then it's
close to
Lolly at 11, Latham at 7, and I get to roll initiative for my little baby.
There's a baby snell against her.
No. No.
Because we had suspected that the other one might be pregnant. Or it just gave birth.
Alright, let me pull this up. No. I need that little demon. Okay. Where is it? Sorry. Give me just a second to pull it up.
No problem.
Wendell's trying to make fetch happen.
No problem.
All right. So this little snickering red and black small creature pulls itself up with these gangly arms that end in 3 claws, and its head has horns, but they are shaped more like the cap of a jester as opposed to a devil or demon, and there are 3 of them. And as it pulls itself up, it starts to laugh with this like and then another one. So let's roll its initiative. Well, okay, there we go. All right, so
Well,
one rolled bad and one rolled good. So
keeps it interesting.
yeah, it does. Okay, so
I hate interesting.
Keeps it
It's gonna
fun.
go right there.
Are you Crouchy Smurf? What?
I enjoy.
all right. Gary, it is your round first. I need to put them on the map really quick. So let's put a thing on the map. I'm just going to use goblins for this. It works the same.
Goblin.
Now, just to clarify, would Latham or Lolly have said very clearly, "Stay out of the circle," or is it?
Yes.
just don't in the circle? Okay.
During Arcana checks, normally you share your knowledge.
That's a fair assumption, but not always.
Well,
true.
I would say that, Lolly, would you have shared that knowledge?
Yes.
Current council would advise that you stay outside the circle.
There you go. I will give that to Latham as a free action.
For him.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Reminds me
So-
of Dr. Gonzo from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. As your attorney, I recommend.
That's a good movie. Good.
So two of them pull themselves up and out, and they're both sitting there just kind of laughing and snickering with this like
Uh-huh.
Oh, goody. Is it a safe assumption that they're hostile? Like,
Yeah, it's a pretty safe assumption.
okay, I just don't want to shoot somebody and then suddenly go ahead like, oh wait, we just wanted to say hi and tell you.
Right? Like, oh shit, I'm sorry about the arrow in the butt.
Couple on that outer plane.
So they
Oh,
look a
no.
little like this, but instead of those horns jutting out of their mouth, they actually have their horns are on top of their head and they form like a jester cap.
Wow.
Ah,
Okay
gotcha.
then.
Oh well, one of them is going to get a crossbow bolt to the back or the face or whatever direction they're facing.
All right, well, go
Yes,
ahead.
that's
And
the plan. Oh, that's definitely going to hit. That's a 19 to hit.
yeah, that's a hit.
All right. So. Ooh, and that is it's going to take 10 piercing damage. It is.
Woo.
All right.
Nice
So it
shot.
is not having a great morning.
Yeah.
It takes
And
it in the eyeball, and it is just. And the other one sees it and keeps giggling.
And I guess I'll use the rest of my move action to, or the
Uh-huh.
bonus action to recock the crossbow,
Okay. All right.
and that's it. I'm gonna
All right.
wait.
Jyotis, your round.
All right. Let's see. These squares are 5-foot squares, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to shoot the one that Gary shot with
Okay.
my repeater crossbow.
Okay. All right. Left or right? Gary, which one did you shoot? The left or the right one?
The one on the right,
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
because it was closer to me,
Yeah.
ever so slightly.
I see
Jyotis,
it,
go ahead,
but I
roll.
see that it has a bolt sticking out of one eyeball. The other eyeball must get a bolt.
Makes them a matching set.
that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah. So your called shot will, in fact, be a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
11 damage.
Yeah, it is a matching set because it pierces through its eye, and as it goes to die, it is going to release this little laugh, and I need everyone
Great.
to make a little wisdom saving throw.
Oh fuck!
Great.
Great.
Wisdom.
Is that
8.
20?
Oh, phew. Oh, phew.
A 14 is what you need.
Oh, thank God.
10.
Oh, no.
Guess what I rolled?
Before I answer this,
You rolled an 8.
do I have any particular advantage being that this is a infernal creature?
No.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a
So,
Plus.
Fine.
so those of you who did not make the DC 14 find this to be the funniest thing you have seen in your lifetime. And you start doubling over from laughter, and you take 2 psychic damage from how hard it hurts to laugh. But then you are rolling on the ground in laughter. So all 3 of you that failed are prone and take a little psychic damage.
Damn it. Who didn't fail? Just me and
I
Lolly.
just fixed this brain. This is why we can't have nice things.
All right. So with that was Jyotis' turn. He's now,
No, that was just my first shot.
buddy, you are doubled over laughing.
I get a 21.
You get a.
Oh, he
Oh no,
passed.
you're fine then. Never mind.
I failed.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
failed.
So, do I get a second shot?
You can take a second shot.
All right.
Run
I
away.
guess I'll shoot the one that's still alive.
I mean, you could always shoot one of your friends. That's
I'd prefer not to shoot them. I'd prefer to try and slap them awake when the other one's dead. So, that's a nat 20.
okay. Roll damage.
Damage. All right. So I rolled an 8, which is doubled to 16 plus 4. 20.
Okay. So, how do you want it to die?
Through its eye.
Okay. So you go through its eye, and it goes through one eye and out the other and gets brain. And as it falls over, it gives this like, I need new wisdom saves from everyone again.
Why couldn't
Everybody.
you shoot it through the throat?
I was thinking of that after I said I, but you know,
I go with what you said first.
you know
10.
19 on the dice.
Dirty
So
20.
21.
I got 23 again.
Latham, how we doing?
13. Although I think I have
You are good at a 13.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you're good at a 13. So Gary, you take 1 more point of psychic damage.
Sorry, buddy.
I have no wisdom. Like my wisdom is 10.
I have a +1 to wisdom as well.
I have a +0 to wisdom.
But the really funny thing is that you start thinking of how funny it is to hurt things.
Oh no.
So, the second one is dead. Let's kill that one. We are theoretically out of combat, but Lesterin, I would love for you to make a new save.
New wisdom?
Yeah, because you resisted the second one.
17.
You're good. You snap 2 from it and have this like, there was nothing funny about that. I mean, it was a good kill, but you're on the ground and you just recovered from laughing. There's grass and weeds in your beard.
Ugh.
And then Latham, you can go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Another one?
Yeah, like I said, you resisted the second one, which makes things worse, but the first one,
You're still near the first one, right?
17.
yeah, you're good. You also realized that there was nothing funny about it, and in fact,
Sorry.
then we come back to top of the round because the thingies are dead. Gary,
Wisdom save.
wisdom
Yeah.
saving throw, please, sir.
Oh, let's see what caution does for me today.
Throw a
9.
Damn it.
Gary, it just snaps to you that it would be funny to keep going. that you can't just let their deaths stop this fun. Who do you think it'd be fun to shoot, Gary?
Who's close to me?
Jyotis and Lestrin. Jyotis is upright, Lestrin's down, so Lestrin is prone. Lestrin would be harder to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Take a draw at Jyotis. Oh, I rolled shit, so 9.
Yeah,
I guess I
9 total?
9 total. I rolled a
Yeah,
3.
that misses, but Jyotis, you definitely see Gary, like,
yeah, I see
lean up,
Gary like
all
hey,
chuckling,
buddy.
and then,
What the hell, man?
it's your turn now.
I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna slap him, like literally, like is that
Roll an attack.
Yeah.
Are
Is
you
that-
doing an unarmed strike?
Yeah, an arm strike, like face slap, like wake up,
Okay.
buddy. Let's see, what is my add-on for unarmed strike?
It's +2.
+4 to hit. 22.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I slap him in the face.
Roll damage. Oh no, it's not roll damage. Sorry,
Just
it's 1
one
plus your
plus-
strength modifier. So Gary, you take 3 points of damage. You now can make a new saving throw with wisdom.
Different die.
Jyotis has turned on Gary. Kill him.
Fucking 9.
It's still really funny. In fact, it's even better now that someone's trying to hit you. It is Lesterin's round. Lesterin, you're watching this comedy of airs where Gary shot a crossbow bolt into the darkness at Jyotis, missed completely. Jyotis came over and smacked him upside the head, and Gary's just chuckling even harder at it, like he's just having a good time.
Wonderful. I am going to move up to next to Gary. I'm going to try to.
Wisdom is a dumb stat, kids.
I'm going to try to grapple him.
Okay, yeah. Both of you can roll an athletics check
Restrain
or an
his
acrobatics check.
arms so he can't shoot us.
I'm using acrobatics because
Yeah, of
That's-
course.
Yeah.
Watch this
I'm
be
gonna
where Gary
roll the
rolls
die.
well.
I'm
yeah.
rolling the die that's been treating me like garbage so far. So let's see what happens. 19 on the fucking die.
I rolled a 24.
Oh, my total is 23.
Oh, man, was that close.
19 plus 4.
Gary is like a wet noodle with how hard he's laughing and going back and forth, and like it takes you like you have to like wrap one arm behind his head, wrap the other arm behind his head, and then you just apply pressure. And Gary's still chuckling about this. This is still funny.
This is still funny to him.
Lolly,
That's perfect.
Where did the thingies go?
they're dead.
Mark Hamill
They're dead.
inspires me.
They turned to ichor after dying. They like their bodies after they gave that laugh
And
slowly faded and
slapping each other.
yeah, it is the Three Stooges right now because
Mhm. Literally, Les is holding Gary with his arms behind his head, and Jyotis had just finished slapping him.
yep.
At least
Will taking one of the crystals power this teleporter down?
Roll an Arcana check.
19.
One of two things could happen. It could either power it down, or it could tear a hole in reality and let things through.
That sounds terrible.
To take the crystals out.
Oh dear.
Okay. Lolly,
We don't
roll me a D100.
Oh wow.
I don't want anything following us while we save children.
Uh huh.
0, 0, and 5. What does that mean?
5.
12.
5.
That means it's a 5. And as you pull one out, at first you're like, it's better now. And then it starts glowing red.
Oh no! Put it back! Put it back!
Lolly, I would love you to roll me a d20. Just a flat d20 and tell me what you get.
9.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. All right, let's find a thing. Gotta skip forward a few pages. Nope, we'll go back one page. That's a little too high.
Oh, goody. Here comes something else.
Uh-huh.
Bob, before you do that, can you do me a favor and roll a d6?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
2 on the dice.
Well, thank you. I need to make a cocktail. I want to know which base alcohol to use.
I love it. I love it.
I'll enjoy one while I write up a new character.
Yeah, speaking of that, I should go get some of my drink.
Oh man, I have options.
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't. I only have vodka since that's what you rolled.
Oh, what?
Well,
You some kids, guys.
If I had vodka, I think I'd go with a White Russian right now.
well, there was a 20% chance of doing something bad with breaking the circle,
She
I
rolled a
vote-
5.
and you rolled a 5.
I
So,
vote.
Happened when I was inspecting the crystals before.
because the
Never mind,
crystal had an
never mind.
active,
Because it
the
wasn't
crystal had
morning.
an active memory, and it wasn't morning.
Oh. I feel like he should have mentioned something that in his pre-recorded message.
Probably so. But
All right. Well, yeah. Let's open it up. All right. Gods. Okay.
Is that what we're pulling through, gods?
I
No,
hope it's
no,
not God's.
no. You rolled a 9, not a 20. Something toad-shaped and wicked emerges up with this and jetties of black water follow it. I have to roll its initiative now.
Okay.
Toad coupon
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
Toadcupine.
or porky toad?
Okay, so it goes at AC 16.
I like that one better.
All right, so just before Lolly, but Lolly just went. Latham,
Yes.
you are next in initiative order, and you just witnessed a demon toad thingy crawl right out of the middle of this.
Right here.
Right there. It looks happy to see everyone.
Oh, it's friendly.
It's Barrymore
really
again.
happy, or just this demon toad. All right.
You can roll either a religion or an arcana check if you want to try to nail down what this thing is.
Wickedly happy.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the arcana.
Okay?
I want to know if this is something that I may have encountered in a younger me. Total? That's
Yeah.
5.
Oh boy.
1 on the die.
You know, the only thing you can remember is that moment where you're like, I should know something about this. Why don't I know something about this? And it stares at you with just a bit of familiarity.
Fucking grandma.
Oh, speaking of things that are going wrong, Gary, you can roll a new wisdom saving throw.
He's
Oh,
rolled better
joy.
than 9.
9!
Well, it's still so funny. Everything is so funny. And
I'm to default and speak with like a pet.
It's so great. But in the meantime, it'd be better if there was violence.
Uh-huh. He's grappled though.
Well, maybe I can be directed. Who knows? So I suppose I should try to break the grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can roll low again. No, this one's a total of 16.
All right. Lestrin, you get a contested athletics check against that.
22.
Yeah, you managed to hold on. He's doing the wet noodle laughing thing again, and you're like, no, full Nelson. Jyotis, there's new problems.
Yeah, there's a toad porcupine thing, whatever. It just crawled out of the portal over there.
Uh-huh. And it looks real happy to be here.
Uh-huh. Les goes after me, correct?
Yes.
Les, can you do me a favor and just kind of headbutt Garret to see if you can wake him up? I'm gonna go shoot this toad thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. You got him wrapped up right now. All right, I'm gonna take a shot at Mr. Toad after I step just out of range of Mr.
Get
Garret.
ready for a wild ride.
Yeah, to shooting. That is a... Damn it, why do I always never remember this? That's a 24 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
Damage.
It's fat. It's easy to hit.
It's a toad thing. Is it medium sized? Is it what?
It's medium sized.
So that's 11 damage.
Okay. Well, the bolt doesn't go in as far as you think it should.
Uh-huh. Because it's... probably needs silver.
Wait, no. Actually, your weapon counts as magic. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah,
right.
your weapon counts as magic, so it does pierce it.
Woo!
We've had this conversation. It does take 11 points of damage.
Alrighty. So I'm going to shoot it again with my repeater. Magic repeater. That's a 25 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that's also a hit.
Not as good damage, though. It's only 7 damage.
Okay, so what was your damage total? 11 plus 7 for 18?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm going to just pull up my calculator because there's only one creature here. This is easy. Backspace, 18. There we go. All right. It still looks fine. Those crossbow bolts do dig into its fatty flesh in the stomach area, but it does not look bothered by this. Okay. Lestrin.
Disturbing.
Okay. I'm going to try to hit Gary in the back of the head with my head.
Okay.
A 27.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I rolled a 20.
Smacked the
Oh, well,
So you
It
do
does-
2 plus your...
yeah, it's 2 plus your strength modifier of 5, so Gary takes 7 damage. As Lestrin's like, oh, okay, you need cognitive recalibration? Thwack! And that's like, Lestrin, your headbutt goes right at the base where Gary's skull connects to the spine. And Gary, you see stars. You have advantage on your next wisdom saving throw with how hard you just got lit up.
Yes.
Should I do that now or wait for my
Yep, you can
turn?
go ahead and do that now. I whenever you get hit, I give you one, and this one I'll give you advantage since it was a crit.
Oh, goody. So 14.
That is
Yes,
exactly what you needed.
Yes!
Barely enough. Just
You are no
Yeah.
longer
Guess what my
having
other roll
fun with
was?
being violent. A 9.
9.
It was a fucking 9.
Yep. Gary, you're no longer having fun with being violent, but in the meantime, everything is still kind of funny. Like it's that like, wow, I'm in a lot of pain. So yeah. So that happened, and now it's our toad friend's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, what languages does he speak? Okay. Latham, as it looks around, it sees you and gives this croak with a big smile and just long time in Abyssal.
Oh shit.
No see.
Okay. So rolling with it. Tom says, "Yeah, it's been a while. When was the last time we ran into each other? Though, remind me."
I ate your memory.
Ah, that's why it wouldn't go so well. So, what's you been up to?
Eating, growing, killing.
No kidding. Any good memories lately? And I
Roll a persuasion check.
15 on the die plus my stupid high modifier.
It is
One.
not. It is not stupid.
Persuasion. 8 plus 15. I can. It's 23.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yes. 8 devil memories. Delicious.
So sorry for your throat there.
Want one memory, then leave alone. For old time's sake, choose one person. I eat memory. Sorry, that voice is hard.
Yeah,
No problem, man. Don't destroy your voice.
Do we have the head with us by chance?
Ooh. We did
The Snallygaster head
Yeah.
in ship's or in Jyotis's bag. Yes.
Yep.
I mean that's a fresh brain in there with some fresh memories.
Fresh is subjective.
Still in there, mostly dead.
It died less than 12 hours ago.
Still. What?
Roll an intelligence check, Latham.
7 plus 10. 10 total.
Something dead would only interest this thing if it was intelligent. Based off of the fact that you can't remember it, you might assume that it likes eating memories of very smart people or very persuasive people.
I'll give you just a nibble, but you have to leave my friends alone.
You know, already have tasted new memories, please.
I don't know if anyone here has any particularly interesting memories for you, so can I bring you back some?
No.
This might come down to a roll.
Choose, or I eat all flesh and memory of friends.
Do I know? So, do I, in search of my own memories, how much? I probably don't remember having my own memories eaten. How much
Roll.
of it have I forgotten? Do I think?
At this point, roll a religion check with advantage, based off of your infernal nature.
19 on the die.
Oh, yeah, that's good enough. This is a form of Yugoloth, which demons that are a bit easier to deal with than most demons because they're fiends, but they're neutral evil instead of chaotic evil. They'll hold to a deal, but this is not something that you want to toy with. Jyotis just unleashed a lot of damage, and it didn't flinch. It's not lying about the fact that it could take more than just memories here. This is a dangerous foe. You could potentially take it, but this is a dangerous foe. If it chooses to make an accord with you, it will take one person's memories and leave you.
So it's nibbled my memories before. But how much of a hole in my own memories do I have?
Only the moment of meeting it, ironically, because you made your intelligence saving throw in the past.
And then I read some other.
You would, with that roll, though, know that that's not normal. Missing the intelligence saving throw is bad.
What did I read?
So it's quite an has a high intelligence save.
It's big brain.
Uh,
demon. Do you say any of this out loud? Like
It is.
whisper?
It is communicating out loud, but it's communicating in it's using a language that
Like, is
Latham knows.
cueing us in what he's thinking about, or is it just like blah 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 demon speak, blah 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 demon speak?
I'm going to say out loud, kind of while looking at it, but to my side. Does anyone mind losing a memory for a little while?
Well, I have this crystal with some memories.
Really?
And it's like rock candy or something.
Does the demon able will the demon be able to smell memories in a crystal like that?
It's worth a shot. You will need a persuasion check, and it's a high DC because they prefer living things that will suffer.
Oh, but these are like magic multiplanar memories, and that would suck to lose.
It does not speak common, so
And you're ugly.
I'm going to offer it something a little more unique here. I'm going to say we do have a memory, or rather a collection of memories, that you might find interesting. Just have a nibble and see what you think. And then, ask Lolly to hold up the crystal.
Lolly, as you hold it out, one of its eyes rotates towards you. Its fangs open just a little, and a tongue darts out. And let's roll its attack.
No, lie down. Thank you. Good boy.
Oh shit. Yeah. It perfectly snatches the crystal because I rolled a nat 20. Like, it's in your hand 1 second, gone the next.
Ew, slimy.
Into its mouth. And you hear this glass shattering crunch as it just.
Keep it fresh.
Crystal holds multiple memories, all right?
I give him the one from the pentagram that I pulled out that summoned him by accident.
Potential, but empty. You can roll a persuasion check. It is at disadvantage.
Oh, I can?
No, not you.
Oh.
Latham. He can speak its language.
Persuasion? Lower the die is 10 plus, well, still 8.
Okay. Well, I'm
18.
gonna roll. I'm gonna roll his insight. We'll see. We'll see. Memories are old, not fresh. Want fresh 1 year or all year. And you can tell it's starting to get ready.
I'm gonna speak up. I have a year you can have.
Uh-huh.
It turns towards Lestrin.
Backpacking in Europe, it was wasted.
Lestrin, that gross tongue comes flying out at you and soaks into your face. You can feel the saliva starting to burn into your eyes and your nose and your mouth, and it starts to go in through the ears, up the nose, into deeper. I need you to roll an intelligence saving throw, please.
I shout out, hold your inner thoughts as a means of providing inspiration.
Okay. All right. Yeah, if there was ever a time to use bardic inspiration, I will accept that.
I faced this thing before, so I can like hold your inner thoughts.
Yeah.
It's a way of-
19.
Whew. All right. You take 10 psychic damage, and the memory it takes is, well, roll me a d20.
Okay. $11.
Okay. So, in your younger years, when you were on patrol and you were happy, you were hopeful to find new dwarves, all that hope, all that joy, all those good memories with your companions before you lost your friend, gone. There's just a hole there, and the saliva pulls back off of your face as you feel that burning in your mind still, like a wretched hangover worse than any that you've ever had from any alcohol, as the tongue flies back into the creature's mouth. Yes, delicious, very good. The debt is paid. Do not follow. And with that, it disappears into the summoning circle in a splash of black, brackish water.
That was 10 damage, Bob.
Yeah, 10 psychic damage. I rolled really low.
Good.
rolled really low, but still took like some happy years there. Jesus.
He just took 1, didn't he?
Yeah, just 1 year, but 1 year of that, like, the best year that you had.
That's okay.
Like, one of those first years when you first set off and you were full of hope and joy, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. All of that is gone.
Yeah, I'm like 80, so I'm okay with that.
You okay? Less like rough.
Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm okay. 1 year of 80 is nothing.
Okay. It sounds like you got a good one. I'm gonna reach over and healing light Lestrin for 2. You get 2 back.
Okay.
Cool.
And Lester in my flask.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we are out of combat. Gary, I do need one more wisdom saving throw from you.
Of course.
Are we still smacking Gary? That looks like a lot of fun.
7.
It's still really funny. Like, Lestrin just lost all this time of joy. This giant demon that could have probably eaten and mauled you all was just here. But it just took happiness and, like, a little bit of joy, and then it's gone. And, like, there's just a funny irony to it, don't you think? Gary, go ahead and roll me a d20 until you roll above a 14.
15.
It takes another 6 seconds to stop laughing.
When he stops laughing, I'm gonna let him go.
Ugh.
Gosh, don't die.
No, that was on purpose. Don't worry. My head hurts.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
imagine it would.
Let's give you a pretty good knock in the back of the head.
Necessary.
Critical recalibration.
Did the job, though.
It did.
Thump test.
Who wants a drink?
I
would
we
think-
have to go save children.
Oh, yeah.
On the bright side, Mirar Tel Vash is less than a quarter mile away. There is some morning fog that prevents you from easily seeing it from here. But again, with a little bit of time, approximately 10-15 minutes perhaps, you could walk there. You will first probably want to break camp, but that's up to you guys.
Also, we want to make sure the summoning circle's done summoning junk.
Yeah, I broke one of the crystals and
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just
Trend, we'll fill this with like a year of awesome.
Nothing to worry about. I don't remember what it was.
hopefully years of awesome.
So, if anyone would like to make an Arcana check on the summoning circle, you may.
I would like to.
Ew.
14!
19.
Cast discovery on it.
Arcana. Hey,
14. No, 17.
23.
Okay.
Justice for Brianna, wherever I heard that.
Latham, what check did you want to make?
Oh, I was making lawyer joke because discovery. And
Oh, yeah. Well, the rest of you with your 14s and your 17s, you're like, I don't fucking know. That's fucking high level bullshit. Jyotis, you would actually know part of this because sometimes there's useful knowledge in the abyss. It's not something you ever dealt with, but some of your creators sometimes needed knowledge from non-legitimate sources. And from what you can tell, the circle is restabilized, but when you add or alter elements, it creates a break. You do know that the reason that there's no bugs or life near here now is because things have probably in the past at least temporarily gotten out, but there's limits on how long they can stay out.
Uh-huh.
And with a 23, you would know that your old masters theorized that weaker devils and demons could stay out for 6 minutes. Stronger devils and demons could stay out for 6 days and 6 minutes. The strongest of them, 66 years, 66 days, and 6 minutes.
Okay. That's a little disturbing, but I relay that to the party, of course.
Oh,
Not sure what we just dealt with, if that was strong or a somewhat strong or, a weak.
Oh, we'll talk about it in post.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, this seems to be okay for now.
please, too, so
It's not added more to it.
Yes. Let's break camp and get moving. Keep rubbing the back of my head. Ugh,
Oh, yeah.
Damn it, hurts.
Yeah. Lestrin knows how to headbutt.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was necessary.
Lustrin didn't rage, thank the gods, because that would have hurt even more.
No, I'm not taking you out again. It's almost 11. You have to go lay down.
Yeah, Gary, go lay down.
Happily, but we're breaking camp.
So, it takes about 30 minutes to break camp. And that includes getting some breakfast or some grub should you want some.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Go to the log and grab some grubs. No.
So you
Fry
make
them
them
in the
taste like
butter that we brought along.
frosting.
One on that survival check is amazing. So,
It's a perfectly legitimate thing to eat.
it is.
It is.
I am protein.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
And
Mexico, they serve crickets.
it makes everything taste like cotton candy anyway. So.
So, I have a question for everyone. I have a serious question for everyone. It's almost 11. Do we want to keep going for another little while, or would we like to break here and begin next game with entering Mirar Talvash?
I'm cool for a bit longer.
I'm
That's fine
cool.
by me.
Yeah.
I'm not even remotely tired, so I'm game.
Keep it
Okay.
A little bit longer.
I
I
will
want
take
people
a
to
short
get
break,
now,
but
Okay, well, let's take a short break. Let's take, let's say a 10-minute break. We'll come back together, and then we'll play until one of us starts to get a little bit drowsy. No guilt on any of this. All right, so 10-minute break. I'll see everyone back 11:10. We'll play for probably another half hour.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Yep. Go back.
Okay, cool. So, everyone took the half hour necessary to eat some food, break some camp. You are ready to head out. Since the Allegiant Nursery is less than a quarter mile away, I am actually going to move us onto that map.
You shouldn't have.
You're right.
Don't take my dice, cat. I need those for stuff.
You can have caution.
All right, so let's move the party here. Add party to area.
If you ever want to see some funny shit, go to Hold My Cosmo, r/Hold My Cosmo. Reddit.
That Reddit.
Ooh,
It's like Hold My Beer for posh people.
this is a fun map.
Yeah, so
Blobber.
Pretty.
Oh,
the morning fog burns off quickly, and the waters around this area are more blue than the majority of the swamp water that you have seen so far. There are 4 broken gateways that you can see, bridges that look in somewhat of a state of disrepair. Small islands dot the structure. The actual center of Mirar Talvash appears to rise in the distance. All of these spirals are staircases going up approximately 100 feet.
Oh, dang.
The center tall part of the building stands another 50 feet above that. There is an eerie quiet, and the air, now that you are out of range of the summoning circle, is again cold with a chill. The swamp in this area is no more than 55 degrees, despite it being in the equatorial area of the world.
Yeah, that's chill.
You do hear animals, nature all around, but there is no movement.
yay.
Stop trying to take my dice. No.
Jeez. Wow.
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
Looks like a fun area. So the archway's up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any symbols or anything to be discerned from them?
Of course, you can make perception checks at your leisure.
I'm gonna go over there and have a look.
Mm-hmm.
Kitty! Ow! Stop that.
19 total on the die.
Okay.
19 total, rather.
All right. There are writings upon each one. And actually, since you speak Infernal, you recognize that these are not just gates. In fact, these are astral gates. This particular one relates to the lower planes, as in originally beings could walk through the lower planes directly into this area.
Got a 6. Apparently, I'm looking at the tower.
Yeah, you are just distracted by the beauty and the pristineness of the area.
I got 15.
Gary, with a 15, you get that this is a very deliberate setup and that the area is very old. It's older than any ruins you've ever seen before. It far outdates the Temple of the Far Sahar that you found.
Damn.
Noted.
I comment around. I make a comment to my party around this being an infernal gateway of some kind.
Infernal, huh? Yeah.
To the lower planes. Is this the kind of thing that I would take to get home? Or at least to areas I know.
So, ironically, this is something similar to what the nation of Roxari has promoted as their method of arcane gates. The horned gates that they use for access to various countries and various parts of the Infinite Isles. In fact, the same kind that they're setting up on Raisha are very similar to this, but they're tied to just material plane. They use folded space of the lower planes in order to move things quite quickly. Because despite the instability of the energy, if you can stabilize it, it is abundant.
Annie, this doesn't look like a completed project. In fact, this looks abandoned and long.
With a 23, you can tell that it's actually time-worn more than anything else. It was once pristine and functional. And again, there would normally be markings if something from the lower plane, and I do mean really from the lower plane, came through. There would be signs of struggle, torment, destruction. There's none of that.
The usual. Yeah. Okay. Does it feel active to me? Like, is there residual magic? And others may want to. I hold my hand, trying to see if I detect anything. I'm not really.
Make an Arcana check.
But I do say aloud, I wonder if this is still active. 7 on the die, or 7 total.
For Arcana? I thought you had like a +4.
I do have a +4. 3 + 4 is 7.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you said 7 on the die. I was like,
No, sorry. I keep saying
So-
on the die when I was actually the sum total. Apologies.
I have a question. High or low?
Low.
As you reach out your hand, a little spark flies off of it and into the gate. And it pulses. Just one pulse, just one little... And then back to silence.
I snap my hand back, put it back in my can, and go, up. Whoopsies. Sorry. Look around.
That was interesting.
Look around as if I don't know of anything that happened or any reactivations of gates, because reactivating gates or arcanic gates has gone so well this evening.
You mean this morning? Can only get better from here.
That's true.
Lolly, are you doing anything right now?
Just kind of hanging around trying to keep us.
Okay.
Go bust in and save people.
All right. Well, y'all can tell that there is about 14 feet of space to jump from this broken-ass gate over water onto the bridge. And with that previous perception check, Latham, one of the things that you do notice is shadows in the water. Small shadows, just fleeting moments of them. But lots. Okay. And then you notice that no bugs or small birds appear to land on the water itself. They'll flock to islands, they'll hover, but none of them are going in the water.
My with his hands on his cane, kind of rocks back on his heels for a moment, goes, "Hello down there." As to draw attention of the party to the little fishies.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of them see it or understand.
No, you were the one that saw it, because with a 23, you're going to see a lot, so...
Cool. Just bringing attention to so that the other party members can see it, potentially. Unless it's already gone. If it's fleeting, in which case maybe they won't.
It's around, because since no one's been exactly like, oh, we're super stealthy, guys, there's some noise and sound made. Nothing surfaced. The shadows definitely appear to be smaller fish.
Cool. Thoughts from anyone?
Maybe we could use one of these trees to make a small bridge.
Because going to the portal seems like a poor idea to begin with. Unless we want to activate it again. I wonder where it does go.
Well, I don't know these symbols. But we want to get to the island in the center, right?
Also, with a 23, you would have noticed that the bridge to the east is completely intact. It looks precarious in one's area, but it does look intact. And the bridge to the north might be. It's difficult to tell from here, though, because you can't see it anymore.
Suggest to the crew that it might be worth a stroll around the perimeter, perhaps over towards the east to begin with.
Good plan.
Good plan.
Let's get everyone together.
Are we not?
Well,
you're hanging back.
Oh. I thought I'd moved up to examine the portal.
You did. You said it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
let's choose-
daydreaming, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, the map is so big that all I could see was the L, so I made assumptions. I'm sorry. Blind Bob is blind.
Let's go for a walk around the outside.
Yeah.
Examining as we do.
Yep.
Examining as we do.
Yeah.
So,
do we need to be rolling, or can we just travel by tape edit?
I will accept a athletics or acrobatics check for little jumps that you can help each other with right in this area. right here where I just marked with a blue marker, because that's more than 5 feet of water. Like, these parts, nice and easy to jump over, but that one, maybe a little bit of helping each other over it.
Well, I
Aside
rolled
from-
an 18 on my acrobatics.
Yeah, you jump it quite easily.
And I'll just wait on the other side and catch,
Mm-hmm.
grab and
Nice.
toll as people hop over.
With some grace of a 19, I just hop on over.
Oh,
Yep.
Perfect.
Swing of the cane as I go through.
I can jump 60 feet. Am I
Yeah,
okay?
you're good. Yeah, Lester, and you don't even have to roll.
Over jumps it.
Yeah.
Lands on the other side.
Lolly, you land with the greatest squeak ever accomplished.
We-
I can jump 14 feet, but I land with a dirty 20.
Yeah, you're fine as well. The main reason is that even though you can jump that far, it's where you land is more important than just...
Whether I jumped it and landed over here or over here. Or
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Or if the wet grass and water winds up having you fall back into the water. Yeah, that's important.
Yummy mud.
So we've got one more of those that's going to come up here that I would accept from people. And this one's a bit of a higher DC because you have to push through some of the grass and the reeds.
Hang on, I gotta flatten this rolling surface.
Hey,
Hey, that's
Lester
a
and-
20 on the die.
Okay. Lester, and you do not have to roll as you have the boots still.
yes.
10 for the thumb.
Okay. The thumb.
24.
All right. Jyotis, Lolly.
Jyotis got a 19.
Okay. Jyotis is good.
Not as good as before. 6.
Okay. So, Latham, you land it, but then you land in a bunch of reeds and wind up about waist deep in water. Lolly, you go to jump with absolute confidence of a 7-foot creature, but you accidentally jump into a deep part and wind up treading water in a bunch of reeds. I have to roll some perception checks.
Oh, damn.
Uh-oh.
Can I
Get
reach
out
in?
Can
of
I
the
reach in to
room.
pull somebody out?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I reach
yeah,
in and
yeah.
grab
You
her?
can reach in and
Yeah. I'll grab Latham if
I'll grab
Lestrin
Lolly.
wants to grab Lolly.
strength checks from each of you, please.
The ones being grabbed or the ones grabbing?
17.
That's good. The one's grabbing you guys. Yeah. Gary, you've got Latham. Lestrin?
23.
Yeah. Just in time, because you guys can see very quickly from the main lake, all these little shadows swim up into the stream and are currently hoarding through the water.
For the horde!
Mm-hmm.
Got some nibblies.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Are they bottom feeders? Or could we eat them?
Why don't you put a lemon and find out? And one of your meat ones, too. Don't you put that fake leg in there.
This is a pretty handy one to put in there.
Totally limb.
A pan-fried fish. Come on. Anyway.
All right. So, this next part... Oh, bad. This next part we can travel by tape edit for up in this direction.
Zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. And I'm actually going to move you guys onto a new map.
Oh boy.
Hurrah.
This map was made in great haste, so please...
This is such a pretty map.
Very cool map. I feel like it needs to be like an embroidery circle. Is what it looks like.
I tried to make them pretty. I didn't always succeed, but...
Solid.
This is a good
It looks like Chichen Itza.
Yeah, I was
It's a little bit of my influence, so
The Quetzal come.
Get my Cosmo pinky out.
the
And
broken.
it's in a very, it's a flowery teacup too.
hmm. All right, there we go. Now I have you on this map.
Right. I want to investigate this particular arch.
Investigator perception.
I think they're about the same for me. So now investigation's slightly better, so I'm just going to give it a really good look around.
Okay.
That's a 1.
And I'll do a 22 for perception, please.
Okay.
I want to investigate.
Okay.
Man, these dice tonight.
I rolled an 18 total.
Okay. All right. Jyotis, with your 18 to investigate, you do notice that this is very similar to what Latham had commented on before, but the symbols are vastly different, like it's going somewhere else. Garret, you are so heavily distracted because as you close into this, the sword that Lolly gave to you so kindly to hold on to of odium begins to resonate as you get closer to the gate. And you can feel it almost vibrating in its sheath. It's not coming out, but there's something of a semblance of home and power and connection.
I'm going to go ahead and draw it and get a closer look.
All right. As you draw it, are you pointing it at the gate? Are you standing under the gate? Where are you doing?
I'm standing where I am on the map, and I'm
Okay.
basically just holding it up to look at it.
Yeah, as you hold it up, you see that it's almost gathering energy. Like it's just getting a little bit brighter, but darker with each second. Lestrin, you notice that the archway seems stable enough. It won't collapse or fall on anyone. But beyond that, on the bridge, not at the first point, but at the second point, there appears to be structural damage on that thin area. Too much weight in that area will cause it to collapse.
Got it.
Oh,
Latharm, Loy, are you doing anything?
Are the symbols on this?
Close.
Are the symbols on this gate the same as what I saw?
No, these are vastly different and in a language you don't recognize. I actually have to go through everyone's languages to see if anyone has this. Yep, there it is. And then... nope. And... nope. Okay. Lolly, you are actually the one that recognizes this.
Ooh.
There is a mixture of Gith and Giant
Ooh.
written upon this.
See?
And
So fun. Oh, yeah, I've read this one before.
you can roll an Arcana check, Lolly.
Okay. Wow, this is good vodka. I went 71. 17 on the dice plus 5.
Okay, so 22. Okay. Yes, you piece this together quite quickly because between Gary holding out odium towards this gate and it beginning to glow with resonance, and then also the mixture of Giant, which is one of the updated language of Titans, combined with Gith, points to this being the gate to Limbo, the gate to Pandemonium, the World Forge, the chaos of potential, where supposedly the ancestors of Titans reign and forge new worlds in their toil.
I'm sorry, this is the gate to Limbo, so we're about to go into the DMV.
I mean, That's one potential exit.
That sounds interesting, guys. Gate to limbo.
Interesting. For just a quick second, I'm going to touch the tip of the blade to the archway and then pull it away.
All right. High or low?
Let's go high this time.
You touch it, and there's a resonance inside. And the blade actually begins to feel like it's awakening. You feel just a little bit of energy return to it, and you can see that the magic potential is starting to wake up. And then you see it fade again, almost like it's waiting for its brother in Astra to also be awakened.
I'll tuck that away.
Lolly, with your 22, or 71 according to your drunkenness, you would know that this gate, much like the previous gate, does not appear to be functional anymore with how much damage it sustained over time. But once upon a time, this probably transported people to and from Pandemonium, which is a realm that the Githzerai tribes settled in. Yeah, it's termed both Limbo and Pandemonium. The realm that Molly came from was the astral realm.
Yeah.
And if I were to guess, I would say that's the western gate.
What? Logic? No, we can't have that here. That's the gate to the DMV.
It's for Pandemonium.
P is for pneumonia.
No.
P is for psychologist.
So, for now, the gate does not appear to have any reaction or any signatures of glowing or warming up to you. But it does have residual energy that Garrett's sword did absorb.
If I am honest, I want to investigate the other gates before we go in.
I agree.
All right, well, let's bounce back.
I mean,
Yeah, no, it's fine. Kidding me? I love it when you guys actually want to go to multiple places on a map I made.
That's awesome. I love these maps. These are great maps.
It's like the best compliment I get is like, hey, we show up to your game, Bob, and we actually explore your maps. So I'm going to place you guys really quick. Nope, that is not where you are.
I love doing that, except usually elsewhere.
Oh, wow. How did I get over there?
Sorry, when I first clicked the map to drag it, it just dragged you guys in a direction that it felt like, so.
Yeah, but I zoomed out and then I grabbed, like a click and drag, and apparently I clicked exactly where my icon was and dragged it off the
map. So you are currently at the eastern gate right there.
Yeah.
Why didn't we just jump across by the first arch?
Well, partly because no one made the DC of the check to check for the structural integrity of that bridge, and then also Latham noticed swimming shadows in the water that looked very eager at the noise coming in. And those same shadows followed, or at least there was more of them in that lake or that part of the swamp that you had to jump.
Yeah. And thirdly, we just want to explore the rest of the area to find the safest and most direct path.
Got it.
Next gate.
Yeah, let's go to the north and hop all of these fun little splash places.
Okay, so if you're heading north, I do need a check for that one that Gary is currently standing at for everyone but Lesterin.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna stand
Um,
on the edge and grab hands.
I will let Lesterin assist people. All of you can do it with advantage if Lesterin is assisting.
Yay.
First, I'll roll a second.
You have
Ooh,
no idea.
that's much better.
For that.
Acrobatics.
Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics, I guess.
Athletics.
I got 23.
First roll
Gary,
was a
you clear it?
1. Second one was a nat 20.
All right, yeah,
Thank
Latham,
you so much for that advantage.
yeah, that assist is clutch, huh? So
Yeah, that was pretty clutch, actually. I had a 2.
Jyotis, you make it safely. Lolly,
I made it safely because I had the second roll. Was a
Uh-huh.
14.
Lolly, how was your advantage athletics check?
14.
That's just enough.
Okay.
Lestering catches you by like the scruff of your fur and pulls to get you.
Not the bird. Oh wait.
Yeah, kind of the opposite
trunk.
of that.
It's a kitten.
Is a kitten stiff as a board? Okay, so for brevity's sake, the only other one that really requires a check that is a high DC from everyone that Lestering can have to assist with again is this right here. This area. The reason is that island does not directly connect to the bridge, and that is legitimately an island. So, for sake of tape edit, I would say that I would first require a athletics check to jump that distance. Lestering can again assist, but then there's got to be a high DC jump to climb check unless one of you has grappling hooks and equipment.
Jyotis.
I think I actually do.
I think I might as well, actually.
Is it in? It might be in basic equipment. Let me look.
I definitely have rope and plenty of it, but I don't see grappling hooks.
Pittons. I have a grappling hook.
There it is.
I have a grappling hook in my bag.
It wouldn't be an artificer unless they did.
Bag of holding.
Like you would be demoted from artificer to some other class.
I've got lots of dungeon delving tools, actually.
All right, guys. So I need one more athletics check with advantage.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics for jumping.
Okay, that's 18.
6.
Okay.
15.
14.
Whew. Yeah, that 14 again. Lestrin winds up saving your ass as you like catches you by the cane and like kind of pulls you up like fish out of water style. Now, whoever is going to attempt to use the grappling hook and rope, I need an athletics check from to climb the wall because that
Wait.
wall is approximately 20 feet up.
Can I make it? Can I
Yeah,
do it with the
yeah.
with the hook in my hand?
I would first need a dexterity check from someone to throw it up there.
Well,
I
no.
can
Can
do
I just
that.
hold the hook in my hand and jump?
Yes, you can. I forgot. I'm sorry. Yes, you can.
And then
Just-
like just hook it on the wall.
Yeah.
Guys.
World's jumpiest dwarf. Here we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
I spent the money for the boots. I put them on.
Be tall when I can't reach the top of the fridge. Could you grab that spice rack for me?
Right? It's just like fucking Mario dwarf here. All right. Lestrin, you do successfully land up on top of there.
Woohoo.
Excellent. I'm going to secure the grappling hook.
Roll me a strength check. Yeah, it looks good. You secure it nice and safely. There is now a rope. Everyone can actually climb the rope. It is a DC 8 for a
Yay.
athletics check.
22.
You're good.
Made it. 16.
Good.
18.
Good.
Not great. 9.
Okay. Lolly, it was a DC 8, so you're good. Yeah. Again, it was just... It's a
Struggling
rope.
like a nerd in gym class.
It's a rope against a wall, so it's pretty easy. It just takes you extra amounts of time with a 9, where it's because you're 7-foot bulk and you're not really built for wall scaling in your body shape. So it's bad. Everyone else is standing up there and patiently waiting. There is a gate akin to the eastern gate on this side as well. One thing that Lestrin can automatically tell now that you're on the bridge is that this one is just as dangerous as some of the other bridges because the cracks in the bridge are dire structural damage. Even small amounts of weight could easily crack them.
Oh, hell.
Whereas the eastern could crack under heavy weight, this one, now that you're on the bridge, Lester, and as a dwarf with stone cunning, it's automatic to go like, oh boy, that's bad.
Okay,
Man.
if we jump up and down on it, maybe it'll put the nails deeper in.
No, it is.
No,
Remember the-
Lolly.
Bridge. Remember the bed that you jumped up and down on?
Okay, fair point.
Before we move on, because we're not going to use this disaster, I would like to have a closer look at the arch to make sure it doesn't resonate with the sword at the very least.
Yeah, no, it does not appear to resonate.
Okay.
Do I see any of my languages on it?
Nope. No, in
Yeah.
fact, I will save you all some time. None of you see any of your languages on it. Lolly, there are some Gith runes, but in the meantime, the rest of it,
But
the rest of it is difficult to read.
Alright. I want to check out that last arch before we make any other move forward.
Yeah. So,
That's what I want to do.
oops. All right. So, let me close that. All right. So,
Retrieve grapple.
for sake of traveling by tape edit, this one right here, high DC jump check. Lestering can again provide assistance. And the
Can we do what we did before where Les takes the grappling hook over?
there would be nothing to tie the
Nothing
rope
to tie off.
yeah, nothing's tall enough for that.
I got a 23. I got a natural 20, I should say.
Oh yeah, no, you clear it quite easily. Again, advantage for everyone.
Yeah.
oh, I rolled the same for both. 13.
Oh boy. Lolly,
23.
Jyotis, you're fine. Latham?
Advantage, that's 12.
Okay, so Latham and Lolly are in the water again. I need to roll a couple of dice.
And I'm going to, once again, pull a thumb out if Lestrin can pull Ollie out.
Strength checks from both of you.
I need a flat surface. Why are you not flat?
21.
17.
Yes, both of you succeed.
Thank you.
Yeah, that time both of you were deep in water, and you were kind of like wading towards them desperately with the like, oh no, and you didn't see any of the shadows, but as you are pulled out, you see that some are starting to come and investigate.
We really did. Look down.
I love the kitty.
I love
Yep.
that.
Yep, that's what they did. Again.
That's the best thing ever.
Okay, so for again sake of traveling by tape edit, the next one that would require any sort of assistance is here. But this one, yes, you can, because there's a tree there, plant the grappling hook and make a zip line, basically,
Cool.
that people just have to climb a tree and go over. So you don't actually need to skill check it. But going back or going forward, there will be one. So
But we saved the grappling hook, right? Like less
yes,
jumped and jumped and jumped and
yeah.
Yeah, I'll climb up the tree and secure the hook. Wrap it around one of the branches and
Yep.
cling it to itself, and then less
Yeah,
than
it
jump
basically
the
just
ramp
makes a
across,
zip line and yep.
everybody else can just zip down.
So, hard part is ahead. Because in case you didn't notice, that archway is mostly in water.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right off the bat, I will actually tell you guys who can actually read this one. And it's Jyotis and Lolly. There is a mixture of deep speech and gith.
Ooh.
This gate points towards the astral plane. And Gary, Astra does begin to resonate in the same way that Odium had done before.
Oh, goody. I want them to be friends.
They're
I
opposing
mean, Astra and the
Yeah.
right?
Astra
direct-
and the gate need to be friends.
Calm down,
It's-
you.
It's directly opposite the other one, right? That's
Yes.
the one that resonated.
Yes, and the two of you would be able to surmise that this is the gate to the astral plane.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray. Alright. So, I need to get closer.
Mhm.
This is important. I
Mhm.
feel it in my brain meats. Alright, so
That might just be the swelling from last room.
that is very true. So how's this gonna work? What do I need to do?
Well, you can swim, or
We could
Yeah, you
probably
can
grapple
jump.
that.
Could we grapple to like here-ish?
Could probably grapple on the archway itself. Though it does look kind of crumbly.
yeah, roll an intelligence check.
17.
So, based off of a small summoning circle going wrong when someone removed something, there is just a slim chance that somehow you guys normally manage that causing a crumble on this could do the same, but for a different plane of existence. One that you'll never know quite what's coming next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a chance it'll go just fine. It would take a dexterity check to yeet the grappling hook on there. But
Yeah,
even still, it's
I
like a
to
climb
the-
up.
Is there any more land off to the west? Off the edge of the map?
No, this is
Just
an
walk
island.
around? Alright. Well,
I'm sorry that I cut my maps off around it, but this map was huge already.
yeah. I'm just
okay.
getting an idea for what's going on here.
But yeah, these are small little speckled islands.
Hey, Lolly,
Uh-huh.
can you make me one of your ice rafts?
Yes.
Oh, good idea.
I just need to go to there, touch the sword to it, and then come back.
Okay, I'm coming with you.
Okay.
I start using shape water and
Hmm?
start shaping a raft that looks like Gary's face. And
That is horrifying.
Steam engine. Well, not the steam engine, but paddle.
But paddle wheel.
Oh my god.
Ye old paddle wheel. Hmm.
I don't think I'm going to sleep after this.
Oh my god. So, yes, that is the perfect solution. We are going to conclude here as it's 11:55. Gary and Lolly, as the little ice raft approaches the gate. Gary, you hold it out. Make me an Arcana check.
Oh, goody. Let me check my modifier. I'm not proficient, but I'm smart. SMRT. Ooh. That is... math. 16.
That's good enough. Astra begins to glow as you approach. And it begins to resonate, and then Odium begins to resonate, and they start harmonizing with each other, and you can almost hear this beautiful song that transcends normal music notes, like a hint of creation itself. And that is where we will end tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Can we end back on land?
No, because I'm going to update your swords for you next week, and you can deal with it.
It's funny.
Fair enough.
All right, so quick post game, because Brittany will never believe me, but I need you all to believe me. For one thing, the Weeping Blood Willow and Snallygaster encounter was only if one of you rolled a 12. None of you had been rolling any of that, and in the meantime, it was that last one. I was like, yes, I get to do hard mode.
Well, I believe it because 1, we knew the Snallygaster was here. 2, I knew about the weeping tree.
I knew about it too, and that's why I was like, how the hell did we navigate this far north? Or whatever.
Because it moves.
Because it moves.
It is awful. I made something bad.
It was fun, though.
I'm glad you guys ran that.
I'm glad we ran too. I'm glad I was
so
able to read through the
tonight's
book and be like,
MVPs are equally, by the way, Lolly for suggesting the tree to stay,
Yes.
shit.
thank you
and
so much.
Lesterin for sacrificing memories and making the intelligence save. Because let me explain that other part that I know that my wife will never believe, but is true, is that when she rolled that 5%, that was my all right, we're pulling a demon. Roll a d20 and we'll see what CR comes up with it. She rolled a 9, so I got to choose from CR 9.
Oh, God.
And so my pre-registered agreement with myself was that I wanted something fun and interesting. And
Definitely an interesting character for sure.
and so yeah, that's why I chose that particular thing. Because it would be more inclined to actually talk to the party instead of just mauling you all and being done with you. But in the meantime, I also had the mental agreement with myself that it would only begin active combat if it dropped below triple digits.
Yeah.
Yummy.
And in the meantime,
Below triple digits.
if you failed the intelligence save, all your class efficiency stuff goes away. And you have to make saves against it because you can't even remember who or what you are. It is awful. So when Sam made that save, I was like, oh, thank God. Because I was like, yeah, that memory crystal, that's a smart thing. And
Because I have a somewhat high intelligence, I was going to offer, but I was laughing. So I didn't think that I would have been in any position to.
So that is my personal variant of a cackling demon. And that one I had actually planned for because they're normally CR 1/2, but I like a little bit more fun with them because they can't damage you very much, but causing the after effects are great. So
This one
I was
this one
considering
a fun puzzle. Because all right, well, how do we get out of this? Clearly just bashing isn't going to work. We're in danger.
yeah, no, it
I
was
appreciated this one.
it was good and intense. And again, how I actually specifically rolled it was whatever she rolled on that dice, that was the level of CR you were getting.
Sorry, well, it was a D what?
It was a D20.
So would you have dropped in
SDR 20? Yes, I would have.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like on the bright side, you rolled a 9, and like it was that assumption that like, oh man, maybe I want to roll high. I don't know what Bob's asking for. No, you don't always want to roll high. Sometimes. Like, ironically, with how easy you guys took the Snallygaster, it would have been a fight, and I probably would have won, but there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
But yeah, MVPs of the night, Lolly and Lesterin for those like holy shit saves. That suggestion.
Jyotis was considering offering a memory too because he's 140 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like once you're old.
Yeah.
1 year.
It's like I could deal without one of those years in the lab.
Man, it was a fun, tense offer because I like demons and devils that like they're gonna take more from you, but in the meantime, there's that ebb and flow of negotiating with them to like mitigate the damage, and that makes it fun. Occasionally, just a carnage demon is fun, but I really like. My personal concept for demons, especially in this world, is that demons are a corruption of whatever emotion they tie towards. So, like the cackling demons find everything funny. They are so amused by everything that it hurts, and it's an empty void to them, and all they can do is laugh.
Oof. So, could we potentially find that demon and get his memory back?
Uh-huh. Yep.
I just enjoyed channeling my inner Mark Hamill for that.
I know, that was so good,
That was
Mikey.
good.
Mikey, that was so amazing.
I totally got it. I was like, "There's the Joker."
Yeah.
God.
I was
I
thinking
thought-
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I was doing more the Mark Hamill because he had like the 27 Joker laughs, but I didn't want to do the loud.
That's
So-
the Batman animated
man.
series.
But good job tonight, everyone. Dan, I hope I was easy enough on your voice. I'm sorry.
No, it worked out tonight, so thank you.
No worries.
For like this, like my partner and I were both like gaming in the same room, and that was
No, you're fine. Again,
Yeah. I compensated by turning your specific volume up to 200% because I.
Oh, really?
Hear you.
I
always
turned it
had-
down quite a bit because I wasn't. I was hoping you guys wouldn't get.
yeah, no, I turned you up to like 140 to hear you,
Oh,
but
really?
it
I have
worked
him at
really well.